when I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make out with everybody. And it's happened so much now that other bartenders are starting to do it. Yeah, the other night Mel was like, you want to make out with that guy? It's his birthday. And he's looking for people to make out with. And so I did. Made out with him twice.
What? When? How did I not know about this?
I told you about it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't approve of the guy.
Oh, I blocked it out.
Yeah.
Gross. Why did I not approve?
He was a bit twinky.
Oh, full out. Nope.
He was fine.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I mean, I wasn't like, what are you doing after this?
Hey, Daddy.
But I'll make out with pretty much anybody because making out's fun.
Making out is fun unless you get somebody who's not fun to make out with because they're not good at it.
Which, damn, that is a... I tell you...
Have you ever had somebody just come at you like a predator with their full mouth, like they're about to just take your face off?
In this fucking country, yeah. The things that Americans can't do very well, or at least a high... No, that's not true. I've had a lot of great experiences. There is a...
It's like present company is not included
There
in
is
that.
a significantly higher percentage of people in this country who can't, 1, get on an escalator, 2, make out.
Okay, I'm one of those things.
I have never experienced as many bad kisses as I have here.
Yeah, I've realized that that's one of those things that might just come naturally to some people and not others.
Wild. In Australia, well, in my experience in Australia, a bad kisser was like, whoa. I have to tell you this story.
Yeah.
This is the wildest thing that you would never guess happened. This person, somehow, miraculously, bad kisser. Over here, it's such a dice roll. I'm really excited when they're not. And that Twinkie guy, not at all. The only issue was he'd shaved that morning. So I had hella pash rash. I had to slap on the pawpaw ointment afterwards.
See, now I'm out again because when you said Twinkie, for some reason, my brain didn't say, well, obviously he had a beard.
No.
Obviously he had facial hair. And then you said he shaved. I was like, oh.
Ugh.
No, he was clean shaven.
Yuck.
It was fine. Good
Nope.
kisser.
Disagree.
Like making out with a dolphin.
I was the one doing it and I had a good time, so fuck off.
That doesn't mean I have to like it.
No, you don't have to like it.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Shush.
Not only did you make out with a twink, you disobeyed him.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, and it enrages him every time.
It does.
Should I be even asking a question, or are we just talking about
Sure, if you got
kissing?
one. I don't have one.
Okay. How many people does it take to be a massacre? Because I know that we have opinions on whether or not if it's an orgy versus like, group sex versus just like a three-way. But when it comes to a massacre, and I guess I'm doing this in horror terms, like what would you call a massacre?
Oh, God. Okay. Jesus.
Like more than one school child? I don't know.
Because I was like,
Jesus
there is
Christ.
a legal precedent that it's more than 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because I was like trying to think, but I mean, like, I don't know. I guess in horror, there's times where I feel like they say massacre, exclamation point. And I'm like, 3 people died. It's fine.
In the terms of horror movies, minimally half the cast.
Does it have to happen all at once?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It can't happen just over time. Like, I think this all came from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Isn't really a massacre. It's just a slow serial killing over years.
Yeah.
And then a couple of characters die, but it's like not a
See,
massacre.
what the bride does in Kill Bill in that to the
Yes.
88?
Yeah.
Is it the 88?
Yeah.
In the House of Leaves, whatever
Yeah.
it is? That's a massacre.
That's a massacre. That's what I would think. Yeah.
And in my head, I'm picturing a horror movie. I'm picturing like bodies strewn about the place. And the magic number jumped into my head, 8.
Whereas I think Slumber Party Massacre is correct.
What's that?
That's the one.
It's a movie called Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah. Where
And
at
It's about a
a
massacre.
What happens
at a slumber party?
yeah,
Where does it take place?
At a slumber party.
And what happens at it?
a massacre.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I think it's at least 5.
But what if she
is
is alive?
What if she is alive?
One of the best line readings that's terrible I've ever seen.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
it's one of those. We do need to get back into when we can actually pick our own movies instead of having brilliant films.
Yeah, brilliant films.
Feast after feast where we're just like, no more, I can't take it.
Oh my God. We've had these 2 particularly back to back. Actually, no, the last 4 have all been movies that we've loved. Mm-hmm. And we have seen and talked about, without doing episodes on them, movies that we've hated. But the last 4 episodes have been all new releases that we have just...
It's literally become Homer in hell being force-fed donuts.
Yeah, that's us. How.
Yeah.
Your description of... where is it again?
It's at a slumber party.
And what happens?
Massacre.
I've gone from, I don't want to see that, to I definitely want to see that.
Mhm. Yeah, I think you do. But yeah, that's where I think those are my lines, is if your film says massacre in it, it needs to have more than 4 or 5 people killed all at once. And it can't be like one's killed in the prologue and then years later another couple killed.
I strongly agree.
It needs to be like one after the other, after the other, after the other.
The end of the home, massacre.
Yes, honestly, true. That is a massacre. I would give you that. Yeah.
And a good one.
It was of both a bunch of old people and us.
Yeah. When do we go from killings to massacre? Like the Woodsboro killings or the Woodsboro murders, the Woodsboro massacre.
6.
Okay.
Because again, my head says a massacre. Look at all those bodies. There's 8 of them.
But also, are we counting like we're just counting like random ass side characters who didn't have a line?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I think just bodies.
The end of the home,
not characters.
The end of the home.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Watch the home for the last 10 minutes only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Massacre is body count, but it's also there's timing. Like it can't be like years between killings.
No, it has to be at once.
Yeah.
And it has to be more than, it has to be enough to warrant upgrading from mass murder to massacre.
Because massacre is more dramatic.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. 8. It has to be 8. I'm
All
sticking with 8.
All right.
You love a good 8.
If any less than 8, you're just a mass murderer.
Any less than 8, keep it yourself.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
You're referring to penis size.
I'm joking.
Oh.
And never mind.
You know what? 8 is enough.
Hi, I'm Charles, and do I want to, Alex?
I'm Reed, and fungal fruiting occurs next.
And I'm Christopher, and we have a lot of emotional parents here.
And this is Dirty Little Horror.
First of all, a podcast takes a lot of work, okay? You have to organize the guests, you have to do a Google Calendar, and you build a following. It takes a long fucking time, and I've been working on it for a while.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you. What have you done to him, you maniac?
Don't you ever raise your voice at me. I am your mother.
Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
What's blood for, if not for shedding?
Look what you did to him.
Listen, asshole.
Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Dawn of the Dead, The Hills Have Eyes, Amityville Horror, Last House on the Left, Friday the 13th, and A Nightmare on Elm Street, My Bloody Valentine, When a Stranger Calls, Prom Night, Black Christmas, House of Wax, The Fog, Piranha. It's one of those, right? Right?
The question is, am I going to cut down that preamble and take out all the bits where our collective brain farts made us unable to think of anybody's name and make us sound like we're smart and really on it? Or will I just leave it in so to give everyone an idea that this episode, we might be flailing a bit?
You know, humanize us.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't ever do that.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't make any mistakes.
Well, now I have to leave them in.
Well, good job.
In fact,
Good
maybe
job.
I might just add some pauses. People whose names you thought of immediately, I'm just going to put a big gap in.
He'll record himself being like, are you Googling this right
I'm
now?
going to do some Franken edits, drag race style of you being like, and then that actor, I can't think of his name. Charles, how did you die this week?
Ooh, my heterosexuality.
Your heterosexuality are you? What? That's not coming out. Are you going in live on this podcast?
No. Well, you know how your sexuality is a choice and not how you're intrinsically born.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not part of you from the
Also,
beginning.
can be passed like a virus.
Oh.
And how did you catch this virus of heterosexuality?
I went to a baseball game.
Ew.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say at all. I thought you were going to talk about that voguing video.
Oof. No, I'm still real gay for that.
I was going to say, how did that make him straight?
Because it's a woman.
Oh, I see.
And he's like, at the end of the video, he's like, I think I want to have sex with that woman.
It was great. I'll show you the Vogue video. It's fantastic.
Anyway, okay, so going to, you went caught straight at a baseball game.
A baseball game.
A game?
A game.
Uh,
I was messaging with Allison while I was there, and I was like, the heterosexuality in this place is off the fucking charts. And she's like, you're in their home. I was like, oh, fair enough.
the only other place you could have gone is Applebee's.
You would think, which we did recently. You would think that with how I assume most straight men are wildly homophobic,
Sure.
Yeah,
I
that's
assume.
fair.
I assume
It's
not.
a safe- it's a
not
safe
entirely
bet.
true, but I'm like,
Choose the bear.
if I'm
Yeah.
in a sports stadium, I'm assuming the men are homophobic,
It's
that-
like it's the Nebraska of sports.
That's a call for safety. Yeah, that's
and the amount of times that I was like, oh, we just don't give a shit about personal space here. Great. The amount of times that a full grown
a grolt.
adult
adult
man.
a full grown adult man rubbed his entire sweaty body fully against mine in that stadium. I was like, I've caught something like the consumption.
Were you what? In what way? By dancing or shuffling past you to get to a seat, or
Just in a corridor to get hither and thither. Just like it just went the sweat into my skin. Straight now. Kill me.
I mean, they do say that's a lot of the reason why why straight men get into sports. It's the only way they can comfortably make physical contact with another man.
Yeah.
And I would say that there is like a blindness in those kind of places in the same way that people are like, oh, well, they're all boys, so they can all be naked in the locker room together.
Yeah, they can.
Isn't it the same
Because
way,
gay doesn't exist.
is it the same way that whenever it's really, really hot and I'm on the train, it's only little old ladies who sit next to me, and I'm like, oh, that's right, because you don't make your own body heat anymore, so you can't tell how fucking hot it is.
Yeah. But just like the dead-eyed heterosexual men walking through that place, trying to either get to their seat or get to a hot dog or get to a beer.
Like, who isn't trying to get to a hot dog? Am I right?
Yeah.
How was the rest of the baseball game?
I don't know. I left.
Did you not watch the whole thing?
No.
How many beers did you drink?
3.
Like, how much of the game did you stay for?
5 innings? 4 or 5 innings?
I don't know why
so
I asked.
wait.
How long's an inning? What's an inning?
Inning is like an inning is
There's
like
9 of them.
Yep, there are 9 of them. There's the you hit, we hit, you hit, we hit, you hit, we hit. That's an inning.
Yeah, and then then you have a stretch, all because President Taft did it once.
Wait, what do you mean you hit, we hit? Don't all the batters hit at once on the one team?
Yeah, that's 1. We
Yeah.
hit, you hit.
Yeah.
We hit, you hit. We hit, you hit.
Each team
Oh.
takes a turn at the
Yeah.
bat as well.
No, I get that. Each use of your word each of your uses of the word hit in that instance was an inning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. I have been to precisely one baseball game,
Same.
and I'm so sorry. I know it's the national pastime. I have never been so bored.
Oh, it's a
in
terrible
my
game.
fucking life. And as I said to Charles, I come from a country where one of our most popular sports takes 5 days to play.
For the first 3 innings, had a great time.
Oh, it's all there for drinking and eating, and then once I've finished eating, I would like to leave now.
So we got the game was supposed to start at 7. It started at 8:45 because it was a thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's funny. It was literally on the news about how they made them wait for like almost 2 hours because of rain.
I was there. And then we went to the lounges, checked those out, spent way too much money on food.
I was going to say 3 beers. You spent about $400.
Yeah. Each beer was $16, $17.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They were tall boys.
Okay.
But still, way too fucking much.
That's not. Yeah. Imagine the cocktails.
And then we were like really into it when the whole crowd was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Mets were doing great for the first 2 innings. People who play baseball are very handsome. Works out great.
Oh yeah.
I forgot from playing it in elementary and middle school how much I still remembered about the game because I was explaining some of it to Marcelo, and I was like, oh yeah, like if he's running and they catch the ball that the batter hit, he has to go back to the base he was at and then run again, and that's why they're doing the replay to make sure that he did that before he ran and then caught a home,
Yeah,
whatever.
and
It was
if
a whole bunch of rules
before it touches the ground, blah blah blah.
And like the energy was cool, and we were having fun, and I'd never been there before, and there were lights and all sorts of competitions and children running around not like winning prizes on the field and them shooting t-shirts into the whatever. And then around inning 4 or 5, when the excitement spawned down, and they also let their first string play too long. You should only do max 2 innings before you start replacing your pitcher, because then you weren't throwing well anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But by then I was like, okay, so already a lot of the crowds left because they
were bored.
The Braves started winning, and the Mets fans were like, "Get the fuck out of here! If we're not going to win this, I'm going home." So then during the second wave of people leaving, we're like, we should get out of here before the trains start getting crazy packed when everyone leaves at once. So we were
Right.
like, we came, we had our fun. Because we waited almost 2 hours. Now we get free tickets to another game, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to come do this again.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I actually don't mind watching like the first part of baseball, like you, and then just leaving in the middle.
Yeah, you will have a lot of fun there together. I'm not going because not even for the food. You told me a hot dog was $16.
Yep. With fries.
Were they good fries?
I don't know. I didn't get it.
Oh, the food is the right kind of not great, good food.
Wait, Reed. Wait. Charles, tell Reed how many chicken tenders you got.
2. 0 fries. 2. They were General Tso's. They were great. They were delicious. They were not worth what I paid.
How much was it per tender?
Like $9.
No.
Yeah. Also, now that I know how much. I mean, I assumed it was expensive. Like if I went to a concert and booze is expensive at a concert, or if I went to a comedy show or whatever, it's more. Broadway shows expensive. I need a pregame before a baseball game.
Yeah,
because I'm doing that sober for the first part of it was boring.
No, it's real fun to get drunk at a baseball game though.
Yeah. Anyway, Reed, how'd you die this week?
Oh, the power of friendship.
Ugh.
I was so happy and filled with joy that I just burst because I was with my friends.
Chris, how'd you die this week?
It was lovely and wonderful. We went out together to go see a movie, and then we went to dinner together and talked and hung out, and we didn't have to record or do anything. We were just enjoying each other's company.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I love this shit. Why am I grossed out now?
And it was just so life-affirming.
He's talking about
and
us.
Wonderful.
When?
Is this fucking play about
When
us?
the fuck did that happen?
We went to a cafeteria.
And they were nice to us.
Yeah. They were nice to us.
That was weird.
So I was filled with joy, and my body turned into pure energy and dissipated into the universe.
That was the lightning storm.
I just want to make a cake built out of rainbows and smiles.
She doesn't even go here.
Yeah, she doesn't even go here.
I wish we could be like we used to be when we were younger. Going to cafeteria, drinking, and taking pictures of our cocktails. It was just so lovely, and I died happy.
Fucking homeschooled jungle freak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Going outside is still weird for Reed.
No, sorry. I forget that we change approved for that homeschooled swamp freak.
Swamp freak.
Yeah,
swamp freak.
That makes much more sense. Homeschooled Everglades swamp freak. Christopher?
Gross. I hate it.
Yay.
I like it. But also gross.
It was weird getting you out of the house.
I know. And me having time after the movie where I didn't just immediately go, oh, bye forever.
Which again was very surprising.
This is the thing that, as we've discussed, that every time Reed expresses any interest in actually doing something out of the house, we are both so quick to
Let's
be like,
do it.
yeah, okay, I'm in. Yep.
Yeah,
Just as such a rarity for Reed.
You want to see?
I would like to leave
You
my
want to
home.
see Superman? Let's go see
Let's
Superman.
go Superman.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Was it Superman?
Yeah.
And then we went to dinner?
No. I'm just saying, when you wanted to see Superman and you were in the group chat being like, let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
see Superman. When can we see Superman? I heard Superman's good. Do you guys want to go see Superman again? Yes. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. We'll figure it out.
Part of this is because we went to the movie in the afternoon. So we were out of it before midnight. So, of course, I had time.
We never keep you at a movie till midnight.
The latest you've ever been at a movie is 10:30, and don't even try to lie.
That's practically midnight at that point.
And you might have come to a diner once where then you got home at midnight, but that's different.
Yeah. What was it? The one time where I said, oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. And you're like, it is 9:30.
He's legitimately said that out loud.
Yeah.
I said,
and
well,
meant
10
it.
o'clock.
Yep.
It's 10 o'clock. It's 9:30.
Yeah. There's a difference.
To which he then said, yeah, that's basically 10 o'clock.
It's not.
It was like 9:37, to be fair. So if you're rounding up.
You still can't because you're not more than halfway there.
Still not 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's more than halfway at that
Do you know
point.
when? Do you know when it's 10 o'clock? 9:51.
Yeah,
that is
maybe
the earliest you can say it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, no. I would say at least
Yes,
9:45 is 10 o'clock.
Mate, 8:47 you're saying it's 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Guys, I have to go home and go to bed tonight. We just got to the movie. We just got here.
I know.
Maria Menounos is still talking, and he's like, it's basically midnight.
And just because you've been here for an hour doesn't mean it's time to go yet.
Exactly.
And the movie is only 90 minutes.
Oh,
so.
Maria Menounos is terrifying us with her. Hi, guys.
Fuck, I absolutely shit my pants. I did not, because I'm never there that early. I don't want to be there for Maria Menounos. And she basically jumps out of the screen at you, grabs you by the throat.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
And her like weird denim capri pearl combo.
I do like that you said you died because of the power of friendship, and now we've turned on you, and so we brought you back to life.
Oh, no, you've reconstituted my body when I was in heaven.
Yeah, like what did we see the other? Oh, when we saw Weapons, and I was like, I have some time to kill before work. I'm just coming over. We're gonna get food.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. And then we went to Guac Time, and it was quite good.
Oh, you powered a friendship him even more.
Yep.
So it added to it.
No. My version of that, which is I'm coming.
Yeah.
Deal with it. You're home
That's
alone.
also- I was going to say, that's also what he says.
Yep.
I'm coming.
Deal with it.
Yep.
Christopher, how did you do
All
this
my
week?
single days.
Vehicular homicide.
You were the one being homicide?
I was.
Or you were the homicide?
No.
Are you the vehicle?
No.
Oh, was he ridden into traffic?
Just because I'm built like a van doesn't mean no. I wasn't the vehicle. I was struck by a vehicle. It was a bicycle.
Is it vehicular then? Is it
It is a
bihicular?
Well,
Vehicular.
well, bicycular homicide sounds dumb.
Vehicular.
What do you mean vehicular?
Vehicular.
What is
Yeah.
a bicycle if not a vehicle?
It's a bicycle.
Well, was it motorized? Doesn't a vehicle have to
vehicles have to have some sort of power source?
Do they?
I think so.
I think that it has to have a motor.
Yeah.
Because motorized vehicle,
Yeah.
whereas a bicycle is a
No.
transportation machine.
You just proved your own point. The fact that you had to put a demarcation in front of it, you had to put motorized vehicle.
Is a skateboard a vehicle?
A bicycle is an
Yeah.
unmotorized vehicle. Yes, it is.
or skis.
It's a means of transport. Yes, it's a means of transport.
Skis are a vehicle.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Is a boat a vehicle?
Boat.
A boat is definitely a vehicle, and I've been hit by one of those before.
Yeah, I would argue that a boat's a vehicle. Is a canoe? I think it has to be motorized.
Yeah, I think, especially for vehicular manslaughter.
A thing used for transporting people or goods, especially on land, such as a car, truck, or cart. So it doesn't have to be motorized. It just
I
has to
didn't hear the word
transport-
bicycle.
Is a bicycle considered a vehicle under traffic laws? Bicycles powered exclusively by the rider are considered road vehicles, but are not automobiles.
Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. I can admit when Charles is wrong. I was going to say I can admit when Christopher's wrong.
That's big of you to be able to admit when Charles is wrong. So it was.
Sorry that vehicular is just a fun play on words. You stupid faggots.
He's such a portmanteau.
And listen to me, you fucking turncoat. J'accuse. Oh. No, he got double j'accused.
I did both.
J'accused.
The first time, one of these days, we end up as a group going to rent a holiday house, and it's going to have a jacuzzi, and we're just going to spend the entire time yelling at it.
J'accused.
Jacuzzi!
Yep.
Anyway, I was hit by a bicycle yesterday on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
It is absolute bullshit.
But you also have to. It's more bullshit because I know the story behind it. The person conducting the vehicle.
Where were you?
16th Street,
And
7th,
on the avenue or the street?
on the street.
Ugh, worse.
I was on the street. I just crossed the intersection. I was heading to the train to get home.
Fucking
And
Chelsea people.
I saw this fucking Chelsea person, a woman on her bike, on the sidewalk, now look, you can walk on whatever side of the sidewalk you like. I'm not saying
I'll
that there is
judge you.
I'm not saying there is a correct side, but I was on the right and she was coming towards me. If you're going to ride your bike on the sidewalk, go on follow the traffic. At least, but also go on the fucking road.
If you're gonna, if you're gonna ride your bike on the sidewalk, don't.
If you're going to ride your bike on the sidewalk,
You're not a child.
Don't.
A child, maybe.
But the thing is, I clocked her halfway down the block. She's riding, and
Was it a city bike?
no, this was her own genuine bike.
Oh, so she should know.
You know, city bikes
Something.
are only for carrying on the train and taking up all the fucking room on the fucking train.
Well, yeah.
That's just, as is my experience. No, this was a regular bike, and she is. Look, she's
Booking it.
No, she's not. That's the problem. She's not, but she is beaming. As I said,
She's like Emily in Paris.
she is Emily embarrassing. You can tell by the look on her face. I said in the group chat that she was picturing the baguette in the basket on her bike. The bike didn't even have a basket, but she was picturing it. You could tell this was in her head the entire time she was riding.
Oh my God, she was Gilmore Girls.
She was
riding.
Gilmore Girlsing.
I was gonna
Absolutely.
go la-ba-da-dee-ba-da.
Well,
See, I was gonna do. You're gonna make it after all.
no, it's always as written by a writer whose name I cannot remember on the now dead website Television Without Pity. Gilmore Girls' Strummy Lalas. She was Strummy Lalaing her way down the
As soon as you
sidewalk
played it, I can see it. Yeah.
on her bike, absolutely living her best life. But she was going so slow because she was having that la, 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 that I thought to myself, well, first I thought, okay, that's a menace riding a bike on the sidewalk.
Already, yeah.
She could hit someone, and like at the speed she's kind of riding, like la la la. Do it again.
La ba da dee ba da.
That she could hit someone, and just as I thought, at that speed she could hit someone, she swerved because she wasn't going fast enough to maintain a straight line. And
So she was doing this is my first time riding a bicycle wobble.
The bike wobbled, and she careened straight into me, and gave me a. Look, am I fine? I'm fine. She wasn't going that fast.
No, you died.
I know I died. I did die. I died from a tiny, already gone friction burn on my knee.
It's not how we like to get those.
No, it's not how I like to get those at all. If I want to get one, I want to get them on both knees. I want to have earned it
From the carpet.
from the carpet, not from a fucking bike tire.
And you wanted to die from asphyxiation.
That's the way. Anyway, she's like, sorry, I'm sorry.
That's the tone in which she said sorry?
Yeah. She seemed apologetic and a little frazzled, as was I, which is why.
Oh no, my baguette.
Yeah,
I've hit a faggot.
So angry at that.
You're a cunt. You're such a cunt.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yay, me.
I was also a bit flustered, which is why I wasn't my usual eloquent self as I yelled at her in this cadence. Jesus, fuck, get on the road.
Wow.
That's it. It came out all in one row. No punctuation.
Wait, how Australian did you get?
That.
No, he didn't say oi.
No, oi is
No, that wasn't Australian enough, I don't think.
oi is an aggressive.
I want full bogan.
Oi needs conscious thought.
Okay. Because I would think, I don't know, there's something about the Jesus fuck that seems much more American.
I don't know why when I'm exasperated, because I will often say Jesus or Jesus Christ.
God's almighty damn.
God's almighty damn.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ actually is more bogan because it comes out Crost. Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. You said Jesus
I
Christ.
said, no, when I'm really flustered, it's Jesus fuck. Jesus fuck.
Okay, yeah.
His nickname in college.
Which is why I think that's why I think it felt more American to me.
It's
Jesus
not.
fuck.
No, that's because but also you saw me at my most Australian on Sunday when I was very, very tired.
What was happening? Yeah.
I don't know. All I know, as I told you, is that when I woke up and I was here in the apartment and I splashed
when you were where?
Here. I didn't say you didn't hear that. Don't play back that tape. And I was here. I splashed water on my shirt and it looked like it was leaving a mark. And I said out loud, "How can it leave a mark? It's just fucking water." And I was like, I don't even in my day-to-day pronounce water that bad.
Yeah.
So would you have called this accident a bingle or a prang?
This was a prang.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We've had an online conversation based on a meme.
Okay.
I had to admit to Reed that yes, the terms bingle and prang are two perfectly acceptable, legitimate adult terms to describe a car accident in Australia. A bingle or a prang make perfect sense.
I don't think that she was apologetic enough. I don't think you were mad enough. I don't think enough money exchanged hands for her to be sorry enough.
And I don't think there was enough bike being taken off the sidewalk and thrown at something in a bin.
In my defense, I was carrying 40-inch by 27-inch poster frames.
None of them broke?
None of them broke, and that was my concern. So had I the means, if I had more balance and more free hands to toss the bike, I may have.
And if you were a little bit angrier, you would have just followed her and smacked her around with the posters.
Yeah, but my thing is, because I was carrying these giant unwieldy things, from the minute I left Michael's, I was like, just get to the train, get these home. This is unwieldy. You don't like taking up space on the train. Just get to the train, get them home, get in the express. Fewer people, fewer stops. Just get to the train. 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 And then she hit me, and so I got a prang, and I wasn't able to break out of my reverie enough. You're right. I wasn't angry enough, and she was not apologetic enough, as evidenced by the fact that she pretty much kept riding
after she killed you.
As she said, sorry, I'm sorry. You want to stop and ask if I'm all right?
Listen, get back over here right now.
And I'm imagining her wobbling away too, like still trying to figure out how does bicycle locomotion
stay on
work.
the sidewalk?
Yeah, and then she hit and then she was on the pedestrian crossing on 7th Avenue. She could also be dead now.
One can only hope.
Wow, that's wild.
Insane.
Just to because I also don't think you were Australian enough. When we saw Weapons on Monday, looked down and find my friends, be like, I wonder where Allison is. And this one goes, Allison's already here, isn't she? And I went, where? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she, Christopher? Is she
Here.
here?
She's here.
She's here.
She's here.
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 Name one.
He said it in the AMC way.
Name one time I've said here.
Today. You just said it. Roll the tape back.
And I was here. And I was here. Here.
I have caught
Fucking-
you a couple times recently.
Yeah, pulling full Nicole Kidman. Because here they are.
That is wildly uncalled for. Do you know what? We should move on and do a movie.
Yeah, we should.
What movie are we doing?
It's neither here nor there.
First of all, we need to rewatch Katya's parody of that.
Oh, yes,
It's
we do.
great.
We
But
do.
I really do want someone to like remaster the whole voice of it and have her just start off like, "Oh, I cunts,
Cunts.
cunts,
No, cunts.
cunts,
No. It's back here. Back. Soft palate.
cunts." Fucking Stitch over here.
Ohana means cunt. Let's do a movie.
Woo!
As we already
Wait, wait,
discussed.
wait.
What?
Goodbye, Blair.
All right. Goodbye, Blair.
Fuck off.
Piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, there he goes.
We're going to talk shit about you as soon as the trailer's done.
Bye.
Bye. This week, as we discussed earlier, fourth cinema release episode in a row. We can't help it that we're eating so well, and it's another excellent movie.
And we can't stay erect this long.
We're doing the 2025 film Weapons.
This is a true story. One night, 17 kids walked outside, and they never came back.
Matthew, where are you?
A lot of people die in this story, in a lot of really weird ways. This is where the story really starts.
Weapons, rated R.
You fucked that up. Get back into your chair, Penny Hearts.
Just in time.
You fucking liar. If you think I'm going to edit that down to make you just in time,
I don't want you to.
no, I'm not going to.
I wasn't rushing myself.
Why weren't you rushing yourself?
To hydrate myself? The body needs what the body needs, Christopher.
What did you think of this movie?
Loved it. I've seen it so many times. I want to see it again. Do you want to go tonight?
Maybe.
I love that each friend has had to, like, in the group be like, when are the rest of you watching this? Because I need to speak about this. Because Allison saw it. And then she's like, I need to speak about this.
Yeah.
And then we saw it with Allison.
She's like, whenever you guys want to go, I'll go again. And
Yeah.
we're like, all right, we're booking it in for
but
Friday.
then-
and then Christopher got called into work.
And so then
Everyone
you
was-
had to show it to Christopher.
Everyone was so mad at me because I had to get called into work, so I couldn't see the movie, which means everyone that they're right. Success really does make your friends turn on you.
Yeah. We were very close to taking a stick and snapping it to get you over there.
I also needed to watch Chris watch this movie
Yeah, fair. I
Okay.
can see
because I
that.
knew how much he would freak out about all of it.
I had 1.5 times as many jump scares as everyone else watching it because occasionally I would look over to my left to see this. that fucking face.
Yeah, somehow his face is just glowing in the darkness with no
It
body
was
attached.
glowing a little bit in the dark.
Yeah. Just beaming. Like, you're having a great time, right? It's going to be a good movie. Yeah.
And he did reach over and grab my hand to hold it for a particular moment, but that wasn't a scare. That was just a cameo that he knew I would absolutely die over, and I fucking did.
I will get there, but I want you to explicitly talk about when your butthole turned itself inside out.
You're gonna have to remind me
Okay.
because I forget already.
There were some great moments
You're
where
not talking about June?
Nope.
No. Okay.
when especially the first reveal of our icon, our queen, our goddess, the entire theater's reaction. I would love to then be able to watch someone else watching that moment when we see her.
First of all, even people, if you're not like a theater person, if you wait for streaming, I'm talking to some specific listeners, but also if you tend to not see movies in theaters a lot, make a fucking exception.
Yeah, this one.
You have to see this on a screen. You have to see this with an audience. It is such a fucking good time every single time you see it. Leave the kids at home. They're fine.
Yeah.
One good spin to that. What's that thing above the
mobile.
crib? Dreidel?
Yeah, the dreidel above the crib.
Yeah.
You've ever seen that documentary?
One good spin, they're good for days.
You see that documentary, Babies?
No.
It just followed how babies are cared for in their first year of life in 4 different locations around the world. And one of them was Mongolia, where they have to trudge a long way out to work on a farm. And they just...
They made the babies work on a farm?
No, the baby got papoosed the fuck up. Like, you know how what is it called when... Swaddle. Not bind. It's not binding a baby. That's a spell.
I bind you, baby.
From doing harm.
From doing harm to yourself and harm to others.
Swaddle the baby, and then they over swaddle the baby, and then they tie that baby to the floor so that swaddled and kept still.
I have seen that.
And then they fuck off to work because that baby not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That baby just going to honk shoe, tied to the floor in its bindings all day.
What about the screaming and feeding it and pooping?
That when they come home, they look after it then.
I tie this poop baby to the floor?
Yeah, poop baby on the floor.
Pee. What how do they wear diapers?
Yeah, I assume.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds absorbent.
But then just the screaming.
No, baby was just like, ba-da, just on the floor, just
For
like...
hours?
Well, it wasn't shot in real time, but the bit of documentary I remember seeing, the baby just on the floor, tied to the floor, just like, yeah, this is my day.
Someone needs to call CPS.
No, baby was perfectly healthy and safe and cared for.
Was cared for? I might give you healthy and I'm verging on safe, but
the baby had
the
baby had all its needs met and then was tethered to the floor.
Okay, so the things that I've suggested we do to children, wrong. But in Mongolia, you can just tie babies to floors.
Yes.
Should I do a spoiler warning?
Yeah.
Only if we're done talking about babies in Mongolia.
I think we are.
Anyway, the point is, if you are a listener of this show and you don't normally go to the cinema, as Charles said, tie your baby to the floor.
Tie children to honestly anything. Put them on a leash in the backyard.
Cover them in Velcro.
In the hot sun, no water.
Stick them to the ceiling.
If you tie your baby to the floor securely enough, you can tie your other children to the baby.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, there you go.
Human baby Pete?
I was going to say Baby King, but you know.
Yeah, Baby King. It's the bridge too far, Charles.
Why? Human baby Pete.
No, stop saying that.
Why?
We don't invoke human centipede with babies.
But the human baby peed.
It probably did.
Yeah, gross. Mm-hmm. Human baby...
Rat King, like Baby King.
Baby King.
Baby Rat King probably is good.
Baby Rat King.
Jesus.
Yes.
It's a baby king. King of kings.
Yes.
I know the
Our
answer
God is an awesome God.
I know the answer to this question already, but are we all mentally ill?
No.
No. Spoilers.
No. Can't believe you would even assume that.
Sorry.
Spoiler warning. If you can't see this movie, if you can do it without getting
Tying
spoiled.
it to the floor? Oh, no.
Yeah. Just go. A lot of people die in a lot of weird ways in this story. So go and see it.
It said that in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. It said that in the opening narration.
Unfortunately. Nope, never mind.
I'll also go ahead and do the content warning. There's police brutality, child and alcohol abuse, and the greatest and worst bangs you have ever seen.
Also, people getting literally ripped apart.
No, I mean, that's our standard gore. So,
okay. All right.
You know, I mean, I guess there's eye stuff, but, you know.
Didn't bother me one bit.
We don't spoiler gore anymore.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
There's no point.
It's a horror movie podcast, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. All right.
There will be a bleed.
All right.
There will be a goo.
In a movie like this, you wouldn't know if there would be as much blood as there is. So
I guess that's fair. But yeah, all right. So there's blood, gore. I just didn't want to give anything away. So
yeah.
That's why I said a lot of people die in a lot of weird ways.
All right.
That's true.
Should we just do read so we can get into talking about this movie?
Yeah. Just before I start, I pulled this actually from Wikipedia because I liked how they worded it.
Yep.
This film is presented in a non-linear narrative, jumping between various characters whose stories interact and converge at some point. The following is a linear summary of the plot.
So we're following the story, not necessarily what is shown on film.
Yes, because it would be very confusing unless you were doing it right, which is what the movie is for.
Yes, correct.
If we tried to replicate the movie, we'd just be the movie.
Yep.
All right. I'm ready. A child narrator remembers a strange Wednesday night when at exactly 2:17 a.m., 17 third graders, all from the same class, suddenly ran from their homes and vanished. All except for one boy, Alex. Nearly a month later, suspicion falls on their teacher, Justine, and Principal Marcus places her on leave. Lonely and slipping back into alcoholism, she reconnects with her ex, police officer Paul. Meanwhile, Archer, father of one of the missing children, grows frustrated with the slow investigation and begins his own. Concerned about Alex, Justine visits his house, finding all the windows covered in newspaper and his parents eerily motionless. She urges Marcus to check on them, then stakes out the house, but falls asleep in her car. Both she and Archer dream of the missing children and a clown-painted woman. As she sleeps, Alex's puppet-like mother silently opens the door and snips a lock of her hair.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that little dee 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 coming out the door.
The puppet mother?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
All of the body language that is a signal that something is amiss with these people, that they are being controlled. It's so good and works so well and could have been so tedious, spooky stuff that whoever choreographed it deserves some kind of recognition.
You're right.
Especially that run with the arms out, because it's something that everyone repeats. It is so iconic and so simple.
You know what that was inspired by?
No, I don't.
It was inspired by the girl running from napalm in Vietnam, which is gross. It's a rough photo. You've never seen it?
No, I don't think I've ever seen it, because
it's that photo is mentioned in the script.
wow, because that's it. It works because once we get there, knowing what must be going on in their minds, everything's understandable.
Well, I mean, that's another thing about this movie is that really until you get to almost the third act, you have no idea what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, you just
which
know,
is great.
Well, because you see the children leaving in that weird way,
Which, goodbye. Thank God. Why is no one like, finally?
no one tied them down.
That's right. They weren't tied to the floor.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
But even better now, gone.
By the way, just FYI, that woman the girl in that photo is now in her 60s living in Canada.
Oh, so she lived. Okay,
good, she
that's
lived.
something.
Anyway, this movie has Julia Garner as Justine and
Love.
and Josh Brolin as Archer.
Benedict Wong as who
Love Benedict Wong.
He's great, honestly, in everything I've ever seen him in.
Yeah,
And
genuinely.
he's always in things.
Yes.
Wongers.
Yeah, he's I knew him from like Deadly Class, which he really gets to do a couple of fun things in there.
Never seen it.
And I don't know, it's just he always seems to play an authority figure that's also like not high authority, just like
Mid-management,
a little tired of everyone's bullshit and is supposed to be keeping everyone together.
He plays Marcus. Marcus.
And he plays a homosexual.
Ooh, which was a reveal.
Yeah, it was a cute reveal.
His husband is adorable.
Adorable.
That's because he looks like the dad from Pixar inside.
I argue that he looks like a young Christopher Guest, but also
Yes.
he is so cute.
You would let him eat your 7 hot dogs?
He would, yeah, one at a time.
The beginning of this movie is so. It was funny. Allison caught me doing the leg bouncy thing because I was interested in these characters, and then they did the thing where the way that this movie is built is that we follow one character's perspective and we rewind sometimes and see how they overlap, while also slightly moving forward. We don't always rewind all the way.
Yeah,
We do jump cuts, but it does this thing where you're just starting to get interested in what is going on in this character. You start learning about their background, their life, how they're reacting to the situation. And just when it gets interesting, they cut to another character. And you're like, fuck, in a very like, ruined orgasm kind of thing. And then you start getting interested in that character. And
you're getting very edged the entire time.
You're getting edged by the movie.
Yeah. And then the movie slaps your balls.
Which is like, Zach has said it in many interviews. Magnolia is very that. I've never seen a Magnolia.
Neither have I.
Probably because it stars Tom Cruise, and I'm like, out.
I will take Zach's word for it.
But then also Pulp Fiction.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of that in there.
I can see that.
I like when that. When a movie's smart enough to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And there's only one glaring plot hole in the way that this is set up that bothered me, but it's not an actual plot hole. It's just an inconsistency.
Yeah, I could give you that. I think what it was is once it all comes together, then I realize how satisfying the movie is. So the next time around, it won't bother me.
Yeah.
And I'll love it. But it bothered me at first.
Is your inconsistency the fact that the opening and closing narration contradict each other?
Yes and no, but no.
Okay.
That's not what I'm thinking of.
I don't love that.
I like that when we're watching the same things happen from different people's perspective, there's a slightly different
I always enjoy that.
There's a slightly different perception based on whose version you're watching.
I do like that.
Because all of the narrators and weapons are unreliable narrators. Not everything they're showing us from everyone's perspective is entirely true.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of it is because a person is misconstruing what the other person is doing.
Yeah.
And we get to see by the way that they behave when we're coming from their perspective what they really meant. I'm thinking about like when what's his name starts walking towards the police station, and the cop is like, "I told you to get out of here." He wasn't even thinking. Like the cop sees it, and we're supposed to think it that he's coming to, screw things over, when really he was just wandering around confused.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets interesting, because we're being shown, not told. It has almost a Stephen King kind of vibe, where we're very focused on one character and then we jump into another one, except he doesn't do as much overlap and like go back and then look at it from their perspective. It's more, he'll be like, this is what this person's doing right now. This person over here is doing this, and they're all coming towards.
It's just where their stories intersect.
Yeah.
It's not actually, now here's the same event again.
Yeah.
From another perspective. It's just their stories interlapping.
Interlapping.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I do think that I think that one, if you weren't a fan of this movie, which it's very divisive online, if you weren't a fan of it, you're wrong. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
You're entirely wrong. You need to work a lot on your media literacy.
Yeah. I would say try to watch it again.
Depending on why you didn't like it. If you didn't like it just because it's not your cup of tea, fine. If you're going to say there's a lot of like narrative and plot holes, you're wrong. Everything wraps up real well. It's a Zach Krieger movie. You're going to end up somewhere fucking wild.
Wait. Okay. To be fair, Zach Krieger himself says, "Oh yeah, there's plot holes everywhere."
I disagree.
Well, I think the things that matter work.
Yes.
And it is very.
I think there's one inconsistency again.
Yeah. I mean, and we'll get to it, because I even think like that opening narration isn't quite right when they say, a lot of people die in a lot of weird ways. I'm thinking the monkey, a lot of people die in a lot of weird ways. This, a couple of people die in very similar ways.
Yeah.
I can think of 3 people who die in very weird ways.
Yep.
Now I'm trying to think like the weird, like most of them are attacked. One is killed by a car.
Yeah, but the way his death presents once he's hit by the car is weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would think
from the person driving the car, super weird.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, when I hear a lot of weird ways, I am thinking a massacre by death themselves.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the monkey is really where my go-to.
Zach Krieger does love a head smashy opening.
He loves like
he loves
peel the Campbell's can open.
Brains on the floor is what he wants.
Brains on the floor.
Yep. I do think that the other discourse about this movie where, you can't just start writing a movie and not know where it ends, is wrong. Zach Krieger has proved it twice that
Plenty
it works
of people.
out fucking amazingly.
I am so impressed by that. I love that he does that. I love that it's chaotic. I love that it's wrong.
I love that
he does it anyway.
Writes until he's bored and then just throws something crazy in there.
Yeah.
Because he was writing Barbarian was like your typical blah blah blah.
And then this happened.
Bill Skarsgård is obviously going to be the bad guy. By now I'm bored. This has been done so many times. Angry lady comes out of the darkness and smashes his head against the wall. Now what? Wild.
Which I'm here for, because you know how I like a story that has like an arc and a thing to say. I also love a movie that just is, let's do some fun shit.
Yeah, but also we're not looking at the very first draft of this. We're looking at the finished product.
That's right.
There's so much stuff that probably could have been like, okay, I started here, I got here, let's tighten some shit up in the middle.
Yeah. It has that feeling.
And also, I like movies that don't necessarily have something to say, because I am not a screenwriter, but I have been a writer professionally for over 20 years. And I've written a lot of comedy. I've written a lot of narrative stuff, a lot of autobiographical stuff. I have never had anything to say other than, here's this fun story that I can tell in a funny way. So I always feel like less of a writer. Like when I turned my blog into a show and made it into a show, the guy I got to direct, friend of the show, Daniel, the very first thing he said to me is, what do you want to say? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I want to say that I was traumatized and moved a lot.
Exactly. No, but our first meeting was spent the entire time trying to figure out what I'm trying to say.
What the theme is.
What the theme is, essentially. But in general, when I'm writing a joke or anything at all, I just want to make it. I just want to entertain. I don't have a thing to say. So sometimes a movie written like this, love it.
I think whatever he's doing when he just does a fun movie that's like weird and wild and like, like how a child tells a story.
Yep.
There's a little bit of that, but he does it so well that I am completely entertained. My biggest problem is that the names of his movies don't match the movie. There are so many other titles.
Disagree.
There are so many other titles that would make more sense.
I mean, it's similar to how I, not quite the same, but it's similar to how I've been writing my book.
Yeah.
Like, we're starting here. I know we end here. Let's get there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How am I going to get there?
It's very
and
collect
that's just
underpants.
sitting there writing it, and you telling me just to write specific points that pop into my head, not write it linearly.
If you have an idea,
linearly.
linearly.
Don't write from beginning to end.
If you are
Don't write the leaners.
Yeah. If you are motivated, because writing is hard, right? This is the thing about writing. Writing sucks. Having written is the best feeling in the world. Writing sucks. So if something occurs to you that you want to write and it's 2/3 into your story, just write that.
Yeah.
Join the dots later.
Yeah. And then because you read a bunch of it for the first time today, you've seen more of it, but it's just like, it's really rare to be like, okay, I know this is going to happen. And then just putting it all out and then getting to the end of that writing and be like, where do I go? That was it. That's all I had right now.
That's all I've got right now.
Where does it go now? Where does it go now?
Sometimes you run out of track when you're building your train track. You run out of track and you got to wait for more track to present itself.
Yeah, because with that, I was like, I had the prologue happen. It came out of me in an hour.
Yeah.
And then, all right, well, I know where I'm going to take this. That came later.
Yeah.
How you're going to die came pretty quickly. I still haven't figured out how you're going to die.
Wow.
Wait, you just told Ree before that I'm going to be furious when I find out how I'm going to die.
I was talking about him.
Oh.
And I know how I'm going to die.
So you still don't know how I'm going to die?
Not yet. No. We're going to get you there. It's going to be.
Subconsciously doesn't want to kill me.
No, it's going to be. I haven't found anything painful enough.
All right, let's do it.
For the readers or the character.
Let's do a Cree to read. This is mean.
No. I don't think we've talked about the movie enough.
We've got 2 more thirds of the movie to talk about.
I know, but we're so excited about it. I think that this is the part I was talking about when your butthole fell out.
Oh, go on.
When Julie Garner, what's her name?
Justine.
When she has gone to the house and been like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello? Anyone?
I'm a nosy white lady.
And it's the second time she's been to the house. It's before she falls asleep in the car, but it's the second time she's been to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when she looks through the window?
Oh, I guess no, because she goes to the house once and she looks through the newspaper and we see the parents.
Yeah.
Which terrifies everyone.
Yeah.
But then she goes back to the house.
And the boy says, don't follow me.
And then she
immediately stakes him out.
No. Because she's gone to the house, 3 times by now?
No.
The middle time. Yeah.
No, she goes to the house once, looks at the newspaper, sees the outline of the parents. The second time, she just sits in her car. And
after he told her to leave him alone.
Yeah.
Or
and
to not
and
follow
she
him.
honk shoes in the car. So when did my butthole fall out?
When it's on her bedroom ceiling.
Oh, yeah. There's some good jump scares. When she has the dream. That's the one thing. I didn't like her dream where the children wake up with the clown makeup because it felt
That was right before this.
It felt like The Conjuring would do it.
She had that dream in her car.
Which one?
No, she had that in her bed.
No, she was in her bed.
Because then she woke up and the woman was on the
She woke up, and
Gladys
then when you
was
hear
on the
someone
Ding.
making noise, and then it's when she does this in her hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And then she goes back, and then she looks up, and there's Gladys is on the ceiling. We don't know who the fuck that is
At
yet.
this point, people are
But that's when
seeing-
you leaned over to me and said, my asshole was outside of me right now.
Full prolapse. But
Yeah.
the thing is, we don't get a good view of Gladys because people are seeing her from a distance or people are seeing her in flashes. So we get an idea of tracksuit, red hair, something.
Yeah, and that is a question I have about the movie is what the fuck is Gladys doing?
Yeah, what is her point?
Why is she on someone's ceiling? Why is she haunting this teacher? Because that's just going to make this teacher get uppity.
So I have
Is she trying to scare her away?
I have a theory.
Okay.
My theory is that these people are just sort of smelling the garbage. They're just, some people are more sensitive and they're just reacting to the stuff that's going on over there. She's not doing it. It's just they're getting a whiff a scent. They're going, what's that smell?
That is 100%
It's their psyche.
might I assumed as
Yeah.
well. I don't think she's doing it to torment them. I think they are picking up.
It's like their
what's out
subconscious.
there.
Their subconscious is aware of Gladys and trying to warn them through their dreams.
Because in this movie, spoiler, witchcraft is real.
Mm-hmm.
Magic is being done. Energy is being transferred, moved, and controlled.
Yeah.
It's in the air. So I think, yes, these people, Justine and Archer, are just picking up what's in the air.
It's like if someone was cooking meth in the next door house and you're just picking up the smell, but you don't know what it is.
Have you been?
You know that metaphor would have worked with just a roast?
Oh, no, I'm from Florida, so
Yeah.
this was my go-to.
And while we're in the beginning of the movie, we haven't talked about your favorite part yet.
No, we haven't.
So we can't move on until we've talked about when Christopher. So he's just lost his asshole.
I forgot that I literally did describe my asshole as having fallen out. I thought Charles was taking creative license describing it as, when did your asshole fall out? But yeah, I did say that my asshole was on the outside of me.
You're sitting in the nice recliners in the IMAX.
Asshole
prolapse
outside.
on your titty.
Not IMAX, the Dolby, but the
the
really
Dolby.
good,
Yeah,
nice
the
theater.
good one.
And then right after that is when I grab Christopher's hand because I know it's coming, and I'm watching him watch the movie.
Okay.
And that's when he lost his asshole. It's gone. It's left. It's crawled out of the theater. It's been like, bye guys. See you later.
It's gone to watch another movie in a different theater.
I'm over this.
It went to go see the Smurfs.
Yeah. But when I know that this is an audio podcast, but I'm going to read exactly what Chris did when something happens.
Okay. Do you want to jump to the end of it?
No. Describe the first bit of it.
Okay. One of the most excellent shots in the movie. It's watching. It's not POV, but it's watching Justine, and the camera is on her face the entire time as she walks into a liquor store and walks to the back of the liquor store to where her liquor is and tries to buy her liquor. And in the background, blurred because we're focused on Justine, a woman opens the door and very, very pointedly follows her, stalks her to confront her as she's trying to reach for her liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Not just confront her.
No, fully fucking attack her.
Wails on her.
Yep.
Now, here's what I wish I had done. At the moment, her silhouette forms at the doorway in that pink tracksuit. A little bit of my brain went, is that June? And I was like, don't be stupid. Why would she be in a movie like this? And then she comes into focus, and it is fucking June Diane Raphael. One of my favorite actresses in the world.
She's amazing.
Anyway, so what did I do?
And Christopher, as I'm holding his hand, just went sat like that until she left our screen.
Bolt upright. Oh, it's great.
I'm leaving the microphone cord sound in for that, so you get an idea. Yeah.
Yeah, you made that sound of the cord microphone moving.
Yep.
Everyone in the theater was like, the fuck?
June Diane Raphael was in 2 movies that got released that same weekend. She's in Freakier Friday.
Yep.
And she's in Weapons. She only has a small role in both, but fuck me if she's an iconic.
Yeah.
There
and
are
it was
no small parts,
which was
just big titties.
Crazy surprise both times.
Both times.
Yeah. And you know that she's coming up in a television series, correct?
As Elle Woods' mother? Yes, I fucking do.
Yep.
I got a little chill. That was amazing.
And Tom Everett Scott's the dad. I couldn't be fucking happier about this show.
Fuck
Is this like a Legally Blonde before or after?
A prequel series.
It's just called L, no?
Okay.
Can you stop being French at me?
What? Why?
It's just called Elle, no?
I just said no.
It is called Elle, no? It is how you say.
It is how you say Elle?
You dumb faggots know how I feel about the French.
Well, then stop being César Marguerite.
That is Blair. That piece of shit.
Chemistry book. How you say ménage à trois?
It's a French word, you know how to fucking say it.
That's a good one. That's a good impression.
That's a really good Brittany Matthews.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Now say shut the fuck up, Rachel Tice.
Shut the fuck up, Rachel Tice.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Have
wow.
you ever considered being a voice artist?
Just for this one specific thing.
Let us not forget his Adele. So, you win some, you lose some.
No, that's great.
Yeah, no. So what you're saying is I'm batting 1,000.
Yeah.
Your Brittany Matthews.
Brittany Matthews.
Your Brittany Matthews is great.
Yeah.
And your Adele is obviously also great.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You're right.
Iconic.
Sorry.
Life changing.
Anyway, June Diane
I'm
Raphael.
no form submission, but you know.
No water bottle.
Water bottle. I don't know if you know this, but sometimes I go back into the form submission and add an echo.
Do you?
Love it.
I add some reverb.
I need to start listening to the show again.
I sometimes spend 8 hours editing this fucking thing. And you
And
don't
it
even
does
listen
show.
to it.
It does show.
Thank
It really
you,
does.
I used to. Again, I've been really into audiobooks a lot.
What
I'm
is
way
this if not an audiobook?
It's a podcast about movies.
Yeah, it's kind of like the script. We do the reads. Mm-hmm. It's basically an audiobook.
I was here for it. I was aware. Reed doesn't listen to the show.
I do.
Yes, he does.
Oh, okay. So I'm behind.
Yeah. Anyway, June Diane Raphael is barely an integral part of this movie in terms of narrative, but she's an integral part of the movie for me. And I'm so glad she's there. And my asshole went back inside, popped out again, and then went to see the Smurfs. You're correct.
Yeah, which is when we find out that Paul has lied to Justine, and him and Donna are not on the offs
Yeah.
after they have a sex.
Yeah, because they're fully trying to have a baby. They're going to get married. Fuck.
Wild.
Which is interesting because we get his POV, and God, what an ungrateful little shit.
I'm convinced that he is in that relationship because of who her father is.
Oh, absolutely.
And he thinks it's better for his career.
Yeah, I know she's not integral to the story. I did lean over to Charles several times and ask, is there going to be a title that says Donna? Do we get to
Donna
see
chapter?
The Donna chapter? I want to see it from Donna's point of
Yeah,
view.
God, I would love that.
Oh, I would too.
But then we'd be like, I'm good. That's a whole movie for me. How do you go back from that?
I'm just going to have to go back and watch Grace and Frankie again.
If I do think like it's kind of like seeing Elijah Wood in The Monkey. It can be like if you use June Diane Raphael too much, but she was great in the spot. She didn't command too much.
She was perfect. I'm so glad she was in that role. I'm glad that they didn't spoil it for us.
Yes.
And have her do press or anything, which I mean sucks for people who are in the movie, but you're not really part of the story, but you're such a lovely, fun surprise.
Oh, yeah. What a treat.
But I'm sorry. Elijah Wood and the Monkey, full out. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Too much Elijah Wooding.
Really?
I didn't love that cameo. I didn't think that he did a bad job. I'm just like, this guy. This guy's pulling me real out. And I love Elijah Wood, but he's really pulling me out right now.
But he's no June Diane Raphael.
No, he's not.
Anyway.
Who could be?
Who could be? Anyway, Creed or read?
Creed the Reeds.
All right. James, a local addict, breaks into Alex's house and finds the missing children and Alex's parents in a trance in the basement. He escapes and, spotting a reward poster, tries to alert the police. But Paul chases him into the woods, trying to intimidate him and cover up an earlier act of brutality. James blurts out that he knows where the children are. At Alex's home, Paul locks him in the back of the patrol car, enters the house, and hours later emerges changed. He drags James inside and they vanish. Meanwhile, Marcus visits Alex's eccentric aunt Gladys, warning he may have to call CPS. Over the weekend, Gladys visits Marcus and his husband, Terry, charming her way in. Using stolen hair, a ribbon, and a thorny stick, she casts a spell, turning Marcus into a mindless killer. He murders Terry and charges straight for Justine, attacking her at a gas station. Archer intervenes and Marcus chases after her until a car strikes and kills him. That night, Justine and Archer realize the missing children all ran in a straight line to Alex's house.
I think that it's wild that the police never even looked at that.
Yeah, it's
Like, where are the children running to? Let's look at the direction on all these fucking cameras that we have. Where the fuck did they go? Why did the police never look at that? But why did it take Archer even a month or so to figure that out?
It does seem like a small town cops.
Yep.
No, but like 17 children went missing. Hooray, I know. But like,
Charles,
let's look at the direction in which they went if you really need to find them that badly.
It had that feeling of like everybody was treating this like it was supernatural and like they literally disappeared. And they're like, well, they went into the darkness. We'll never figure it out. There is no such thing as footprints or evidence or, crime scene
there are no other ring cameras that would have caught them running past another yard, just leaving the houses.
The FBI never got involved,
Okay, I feel like, and look, this is a very handy way to just like hand wave away plot holes. But by his own admission, I think this is one of the questions. If you presented it to Zach Krieger, his answer would be, yeah.
Well, he does a good job of because we see Paul and what a kind of a shit cop he is. It's possible that the entire department's like that.
Yeah, he is interrogated at one point for not solving the crimes, and he's like, "I'm a big cop, not even a detective."
Yeah, I don't do shit.
But yes, there is. Why did no one ever think of doing what Archer did? That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
But
We didn't even talk about Paul's point of view at all.
No, the act of early brutality gives us some insight into why Paul was the way he was, why he fell off the wagon, why he fucked Justine.
Well, and you can see it hints at deeper issues because he blames other people for his emotions.
Oh, yeah.
And he is very quick to anger or bad choices. So you can see why he was an addict, but you can also see that he does not want to get clean yet. He's been made to get clean by his wife and
Girlfriend.
Wife.
Girlfriend. I don't think wife, because he says they're
engaged.
Really?
Yeah, okay, there you go.
So, she's very much like she found a project. He wasn't quite ready yet he hadn't hit rock bottom yet.
Well, see, I got the impression from the first bar scene that he'd been on the wagon for a while.
Yeah, but I had this feeling that she's the reason why. And that because of the way he reacts to her, I think there's a lot there of like, your life is so much better than you're treating it. You're acting like everything is such a slog.
It's not really.
And it's really not. And then you see him as a cop and you're just like, what you really want to do is drink and hit people.
Yeah, so
I can understand.
I'll push you back a little bit on that.
I can understand his reaction to things, but like he got mad the moment the guy ran. He decided he was going to knock this guy over.
From his, I wouldn't say knock over. I would say that from his point of view, we're seeing him be quote unquote a very good cop. Mm-hmm. When he chasing him, like, I'm going to get this bad guy who's breaking into a warehouse, blah, 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 blah. And up until he gets poked, he tackles him, but he's polite to James. Are you okay? We went down really hard. Let's walk back to the car, sir. Blah, 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 blah.
He's very gentle.
And then he gets pricked and then he punches him in the face. Also terrible. Unplugs the camera. Bad cop. Even though he's freaking out because he could potentially have a biohazard.
Yeah.
By the way, he gets pricked with a needle. It's not in any of the reads. And
he gets pricked with the needle that's in James's pocket because James is a drug addict and he apparently enjoys meth and injecting something. Mm-hmm. But asks him repeatedly and then gets pricked, which is why we see him later with the little finger thing.
Yep.
But then from his point of view, when he's telling James, fuck, that's on camera. Like, I did get pricked, but I punched this guy in the face while he was handcuffed and he's defenseless. I could lose my job. I could lose whatever, blah, 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 get lawsuits and all that stuff. So when he comes over to James after unplugging the camera and bandaging himself and whatever, he's like, I'm just going to let you go. Everything's going to be fine. How I see it, you did me wrong. I did you wrong. I'm going to unplug this. I never want to see you around here again. Bye. And then from James's perspective, we see how I see it is you did me wrong. I did you wrong. Get the fuck out of here.
I never want to see you again. Get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I would see him as the type of person that like does something really aggressive and then is like, oh, I'm so sorry. Because even the tackling, it was like, oh, we went down really hard there. That was you trying to make up for what you knew to be an incorrect behavior. And I think that he's just one of those people who's always kind of had his ass saved once he's made a mistake. And he's never really hit rock bottom. So he's never really ready to fix his problems because he doesn't quite see them as problems yet.
Well, I mean, it depends on how you're viewing it, because from his point of view, he is a good cop who is sympathetic and this bad thing happened to him. From Justine's point of view, he's a dreamy ex-boyfriend. Mm-hmm. From James's point of view, he's an asshole cop who punched him in the face and then stalked him through the woods with a fucking shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah, and I bet if we were to see it from his girlfriend's perspective, he'd be a troubled man who just needs a little fixing and polishing up, and then he'll be ready to be on my arm whenever we have to go to like daddy's functions.
The best character that Zach shows in, because all the other characters are pretty consistent across different points of view, with the exception of Paul. I see 3 different versions of Paul depending on who's looking at him and how he wants to present in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't trust him.
He's one of the most manipulative people in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Which is such an interesting thing. If there was like a theme, then I could see that manipulation is one of them.
Yeah.
How much can we control other people, really? Even if you think you're in control, are you?
Oh, that was another one of my favorite parts during the movie is when Justine is driving him to his car the next day and she's kind of being like, hey, so where are those kids? Are you guys being cops at all? Like, what's going on? And then he gets out of the car and she goes, suck my dick, and drives away. Chris leans over to me and goes, she's such a bitch. I love her. But Justine across the board is Justine for most of the movie.
Yep.
She's a caring teacher, but she's not a good person, really. She has a little bit of a drinking problem, apparently. She's had a DUI. She's a little bit too aggressive with adults, but she does care about these kids, but she also wants everyone to get off her fucking back.
But she also crosses boundaries
with the
that
kids.
people put up.
Yeah.
And it's like people. Marcus keeps saying, do not go to this kid's house.
Inappropriate.
This kid says, leave me alone. And what does she do? She's like, I know best.
Yeah.
I do love that in that scene with Marcus when you get some insight into what Justine's like and he's rattling off things that she's already done.
Yep.
And she's so defensive.
Well, and it's interesting because we see when she finally uses the words like mandated reporter and how we see basically the effect, the consequences on Marcus of her actions.
But at the same time, of all the people in this town, her and Archer are the only two people fucking doing anything.
Yeah.
Is it ethical? No. Is it professional? Obviously not professional. She's not a teacher right now, but also has had quote unquote inappropriate interactions with children. I don't think
she hugged a kid and she drove a kid home.
I don't think
Which could be construed and
Absolutely.
could be a thing.
with modern teaching and modern parents, yes, that's wildly inappropriate. When I was in school, I had a teacher drive me home a couple times. I had a teacher drive me into town with my mom's permission, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But like driving a small child home that lives near you, again, not a parent, wouldn't really care.
Well, and
if you
it's-
hugged my child while they were crying, thank you
Yeah.
for comforting my child. Is it considered appropriate these days? No, it's not.
But is it one of those situations where maybe it was never appropriate in the same way that like sexual harassment didn't just appear when we started naming it?
But I can remember being upset in school and having a teacher hug me and and feeling better.
Because they also used to spank kids. Like
Yeah, I didn't
what
get
I'm
any- I
saying
didn't
is
get
that,
any of that.
just because you being hugged wasn't a bad thing doesn't mean other people didn't use it's just hugging as a smokescreen for other things.
Yeah, but this is a much deeper, much darker conversation. But that being a thing is not an excuse to not hug kids
Yeah,
who are distraught.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is that I think Justine's problem is that she doesn't listen to the people who ultimately she does things that have consequences for other people. Because Alex didn't want her to follow him because he knew that his parents were going to get hurt if she got into that house and started poking around. Her thing is that she does what she wants to do, no matter if somebody's saying, hey, she's like, I'm going to help you whether you like it or not.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely accurate.
And we see how Marcus is affected because then even though Justine wouldn't have known that this would lead to it, him having to threaten CPS is what gets him killed and his husband.
Right.
It is not Justine's fault, but she did put him in that position. And maybe she was right. Maybe Marcus should be trying harder. You know, there's a bunch here that's like, if everybody was trying harder, maybe we'd be doing better.
But again, without Justine being, I'm not saying that she's a good person. I'm not saying that her actions were correct, but without her actions, those children may never have been found.
No, and I agree because the cops were never going to find these kids.
Yes.
The drug addict was only going to find these kids if it meant something helpful for him.
I also think it's worth pointing out again, because we're getting really bogged down in real intricate semantics of what was a very fun movie.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's fair.
we keep blowing gusts of air at a house of cards. Because again, Zach
true.
Krieger himself has said this movie is riddled with plot holes, and we know he wrote it as in chronological order. He made it up as he went along. So us like poking holes in any logic gaps that form, yes, they are there, and we are at risk of ruining the story of a very good movie by getting really, really bogged down in,
that's fair.
in some of this meat. Plenty of meat, only one potato.
So should we, how far does the read get us to again? Up into the house, right?
Well, we have James.
When we have our drug addict character who is wonderfully played by an actor I didn't even remember was in. Once you said what else he was in, I was like, wow, they did a great job with body language.
What else
and
is he in?
Do Revenge.
Do Revenge, and he plays a handsome,
What?
charming guy.
He's the hot guy in school who's like
Everyone-
really underneath everything a real piece of shit, but it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a feminist. Hey, like I'm the richest guy in school. I'm dating the most popular. I believe in like boo racism, boo yay feminism.
Yeah.
like,
Get the fuck
all that
out.
shit. Yeah,
while also doing
the most
horrible
heinous,
things,
disgusting things to people.
and getting away with it.
Austin Abrams.
We also really skipped over Archer's part, but for the most part, Archer is Matthew, she's a bitch. Matthew, she knows where my kids are. Matthew,
I really
There's
like.
no way that there's other things that could be going on besides what I can see.
Two things I really like that started off as things I was watching going ugh, which was one, Archer's depth being shown throughout the film, going from this just angry screaming parent, one of the, who's just full of anger and accusations, seeing him be fleshed out, and also as described in the creator read, when James is in the back of the squad car and Paul takes him to Alex's house, because you watch that and you go, oh no, and you kind of know what's going to happen. And then it does happen, but it's still fun to watch it happen.
Yeah. Well, and part of that is the humor that happens right in between, because he's very good at tension. Funny.
Tension.
Is that, the guy sits in the car being like, man, he's never going to give me that reward, is he?
Yeah.
And then instead of it instantly happening, what we know is going to happen, he waits. And then we see time change.
Yeah.
And he's just like bored out of his mind. And then when he's not paying attention because he's so bored and needs to pee, then he gets dragged into the house.
And the other thing is, every time that door opens and someone comes out, no matter when it happens in the movie,
Nothing good.
whenever the door opens, but they take their fucking time. The door opens and you stare at blank space for a while.
It's just darkness.
What I like about, I mean, we'll get into Alex's story, but we've seen it happen a few times where Gladys has just trained his parents to open the door for him every time he comes home.
Oh, yep.
Which is very funny to me. Whether coming home from school or coming home with the soup, there's just like, his dad's always there like,
Does that mean we should get into the
We may as well.
cheatery? Because that seems like you want to get into Alex's portion of things.
I know that you two
which is my favorite
You two
part.
want to talk about Gladys, so
Yeah.
just so funny that you hate her. But I mean, even with James's part, the drug addict, I think it's funny because I think between Gladys showing up when Justine shows up to the house on her bedroom ceiling and showing up to James in the woods, which was terrifying.
yeah.
Her showing up in Archer's dream doesn't make any sense because he hasn't been to the house yet, but he is poking around places. But how does she know who he is?
She doesn't. Again, he's picking that up in the air.
Okay, fair enough. So was James also picking up on that in his altered state of being high? He's
Yes.
picking up on Gladys being like, hello.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the theory that I'm working with that makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
Ultimately, this is there is no intention behind
Yeah.
it. It is just what felt right.
Yeah.
And so
House of
whatever
Cards.
feels right.
Absolute House of Cards.
Feels right.
Well, during James's point of view is when we actually see that the children are in the basement, which up until this point, I had one, kind of forgotten about the kids. And two, was such a good reveal. When
Yeah.
they do that and spin around real quick.
Oh god, that was good. Yeah, you're right.
And he gets jump scared, but they're not scaring him.
And
They're just standing
I've been
there.
like, the whole time I'm like, obviously something weird's happening in this house. But what the fuck are we looking at?
yeah.
And then the reveal that they're in the basement, I'm just like,
But it still
oh,
doesn't
holy fuck.
explain anything.
Something's real fucked up in this house. And until we still haven't seen Marcus's point of view, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. And we really get things with Alex. But I just ending it, I guess, with how sad Marcus's end is.
Oh, it's very sad.
Because, he has to kill his husband by beating him in the head with his own head.
Headbutting him to death.
Headbutting him to death.
Which, how come Marcus's head doesn't cave in at all?
Well, as evidenced by the car accident later on, it's just
Pretty
lucky.
soft.
It's pretty soft. It's lucky that his didn't go first.
I was going to say he's the top.
There's, yeah, I guess so. The vomiting of the black was the first time and only time we ever see that.
Yeah, that
which
was
is crazy.
one. That was one of those little things where I was just like, "This, you just did this because
This is an aesthetic.
I had two things that felt very like James Wan did it instead. Was the children sitting up with the clown makeup, because it doesn't look like Gladys's makeup; it looks like clown makeup.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was a little like Shudder original movie. Like,
Yeah.
we could have done something not cliche and been much scarier and more unnerving. And then the vomiting up, the black bile, just yeah.
I love the actor who plays Terry so much because he has very few lines. He's doing a lot with a little in the background behind Marcus, because we're seeing everything from Marcus, like showing him the food. when
Oh,
they're
that was
grocery
such a
shopping.
great scene.
So adorable. Like fixing
so
him
real.
his 7 hot dogs and their giant bowl of ranch for what is essentially maybe 10 carrot sticks.
He built so much character with so little that in
Yeah.
the supermarket, I didn't like him. I leaned over to Charles and said, I don't like this.
I love
Oh,
him.
it felt like such relationship stuff where he because you could also see he's like trying to do his job. And it's like, you could just make a decision. That one.
That was mine.
But he's
that was
so
me.
used to being.
I'm like, you could pick your own fucking Fruity Pebbles.
But he's asking his husband what he wants as well.
Yeah, and that's
I
what I
want
was
Fruity
thinking.
Pebbles. Do you like the purple Fruity Pebbles? Do you want the blue Fruity Pebbles? I want this. Do you want this flavor or this flavor?
And the way that they were doing it had such familiarity that it almost had a like,
He
this is the social contract we've created.
He even second guesses his Fruity Pebble thing because he's like, this one? All right, I guess.
It had that they've been together. It established they've been together for so long they can communicate without communicating. It establishes that this is a thing they do all the time and that they are creatures of habit. And,
Chris is so mad.
I have been the Marcus in one of these marriages, and I can tell you it makes you want to fucking kill yourself. If you can't set foot in a supermarket, which one of these do you want? 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 Or worse, you wake up in the morning and what do you want for breakfast? What do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner? What about dinner tomorrow? What should I get for dinner the next day? What should I buy for groceries?
Oh,
No. You're
understand.
projecting something onto Terry.
yeah.
And yes, I was.
Is this a cobweb? Like what I did to the mom and cobweb?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
You doing a cobweb?
This is a cobweb.
Okay,
This is a
you
cobweb.
were doing a cobweb.
This is 100% a cobweb because I told Charles I don't like him, and Charles said no, shut up. And then in the next scene, I was like, actually, you're right. A, adorable, and B, I can see how much cuter he is now.
Yeah.
But also, from the second Gladys shows up to the second she cuts his hair, if you watch him in the background, he is living for her for every moment of audacity that she has. He's just like, what is I love this woman. This is wild. Literally, she's a great time. Oh my god, she cut my hair. She cut my hair. Oh my god, she cut my hair.
This is the thing where if you're going to support women's rights and women's wrongs, you've got to support them also bewitching your husband and smashing your head
And when
in.
Gladys shows up to their house, we see her get into a car immediately after. She lied her ass off, which is hilarious. She's out of breath. She's about to collapse and then walks in the door. Oh my God, a giraffe. Ooh, what a wonderful Chinese lantern. That's original, I can tell.
He reacted to her the way all of us in the theater reacted to her. The
Which
moment
was,
we saw her was, I
is
love her.
happening?
I heard someone say diva just off like to the sides when we first saw her. And I was just like, she is incredible. What a great character design. You can tell by all the art that's just flooding the internet right now.
If she is not a million Halloweens this year.
It's so great then once you learn just the depths of her depravity.
Yeah.
And then her comeuppance. She is such a satisfying character in that also she does horrible things that then you're like, no, I don't like her. Oh, I love her. And then she gets what she gets.
Marcus, get her a glass of water. A bowl, please. A bowl? That's a peculiarity of mine. I don't even try to rationalize that anymore.
Great line. What a wonderful line.
I would be dying right before I would be dying.
So I looked up because I had to find out because there was part of me that wanted to believe that it was the actress who plays the teacher in makeup doing like a Tilda Swinton.
Justine?
Justine doing a Tilda Swinton in Suspiria. Like I thought she might be playing two roles.
You thought that this was Julia Garner?
Yeah, for a second I thought it was her makeup, like in major makeup. Then I had to look her up because the actress, I was like, this feels like a character actress who's probably been in everything. And the moment I look her up, I'm going to recognize her. Don't know a thing she's from. I don't think I've seen a single thing she's been in.
But she is a good character actor.
But God, she's great.
Amy Madigan is.
Yeah. And I was just like, she had the feeling of a Margot Martindale, but having been in nothing I've seen. It was weird.
Okay, two things. I just need to, before we've moved on from Clayton Farris, who plays Terry, but I just need to show you this photo of Clayton Farris, dorky uncle.
Yep. Straight
to fuck me, daddy.
Ooh, slutty little glasses.
Right?
Oh, which is the same thing we have for the actor who plays Paul.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah. He is one that only is hot with a mustache.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. What is this?
What a cute...
Hercule Poirot Jr.?
Yeah, what a domestic gay man.
Wait for it.
Fuck me.
Dad.
Yeah.
Also,
come up to the lab and see what's on the slab.
Clayton Farris, we are all big fans.
Yeah.
And is anyone sucking your dick right now? Can I be next? Like,
what's his name?
He has
Ehrenhart?
makeup background. You know,
Aldrin?
What?
Aldrin Ehrenhart?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yep, that one.
You were so
that guy.
close.
Someone posted a photo of him on TikTok and said it's that the result of having a black girlfriend, his glow up, and I was like, there it is.
Oh, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's very much like a bland, handsome man.
No, when
he has like very trimmed hair and clean face. But when he has a mustache and a slightly rumpled shirt that's like really obviously expensive,
I mean, I believe it's a thing. When straight white men start what?
Well, because
when straight white men start dating women of color, they have a glow up like nobody's fucking business.
if
I've seen those TikToks before and I love them.
yeah.
because if they're the type of man who's willing to listen to a woman and wear what they tell them to,
Yeah.
because white women will dress their men in the worst clothes
You'll
possible,
have
so
a,
no
you'll
one
have
will
a
try to take
cropped
them.
high military cut. You'll have
Yeah.
a white pressed shirt and khakis, and that is it.
And you will
That is
get
all you're allowed. Maybe a dry
Cargo
fit
shorts.
golf polo.
cargo shorts on the weekend
Yeah.
with white socks.
And women of color are dating white men. They're like, you're not going to walk out of the house like that next to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on my level.
Yeah.
And-
we're going to get you up to here so I can be seen in public with you.
Yeah.
So I can justify my choices.
And yeah, because if you're going to date a white man, yeah. But if they're the type of guy that will listen and do it, then of course they're going to glow up. And if they're not,
It's
they're going to leave.
fantastic every time I see it.
Clayton Farris,
Put in butt.
born on December 20, 1980.
Huh.
We have the exact same birthday and year.
That explains mustache twins.
Mustache twins.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that means you can't have sex together because that's incest.
The fuck we can't.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do it for free.
Why?
Because we have to film it and sell the film.
Oh.
It's not.
Because it's incest.
No, it's not.
Are you selling a lot of incest videos?
No,
You specifically,
People born the same day are not siblings.
You've specifically told me that you are not attracted to your adopted father or adopted brother. So I
Also-
don't know what this incest thing is.
Well, yeah, but this kind of incest is fine because they're just born in the
Is
same
it?
day.
They're not even
Sib-
legally related.
Siblings aren't people who are born on the same day. Siblings famously born on different days and different years.
Unless they're twins.
No. You're both related and can share a kidney because you have the same birthday.
Reed,
I've decided this.
where is this? Where is this logic
This is
coming
where
from?
homeschooling gets you.
Oh.
He was
Okay.
born in Dallas.
You homeschooled swamp freak.
Oh, that was weird. How did you all get born in different when you're related?
Whatever
Born on the same day?
whatever this bit is.
Also, it means we weren't born on the same day because December 20 in Texas is December 21 in Brisbane, Australia.
At the beginning of the bit, I was all in, and then by now the logic is falling apart, and I have to politely excuse myself from the bit.
Are you recusing yourself?
He's recusing himself.
Recuse.
No,
Recuse.
Recuse
from
recuse.
recuse from Le Bit.
No.
I'd like to recuse myself. Thank you.
This is a bad bit, no? That's you. That's what you sound like.
It's because my husband is from Brazil.
Yeah, but you make it French, so
No.
yeah, exactly.
So when you add Brazilian and Italian together, you get French.
French.
How
Obviously.
fucking dare you?
That's what you get.
I'm gonna rip out every single leg hair of yours.
You're the one
Starting
speaking.
now. Starting now. Starting now. Ow. Ow. No slapping. Remember?
That wasn't slapping. That was kicking.
I was slapping with a foot.
Yeah. You gonna read or not?
Oh, my turn.
Fuck me sideways.
Yay. I didn't know we were done yet. Hold on. Ah, the best part of the show. Before. What?
You just did the double jump on the trampoline.
No.
Yeah, the best part. Before the disappearance. Oh.
I can do this all night.
Oh, this is like training a dog.
Before the disappearance. The disappearances.
Disappearances.
Before the disappearances, during the best part of the show, Gladys had moved in with Alex's. Goddammit.
You ready to behave?
No,
No. But you're gonna do it anyway?
I guess. Before the disappearances, Gladys had moved in with Alex's family, bringing few possessions, one being a sickly, thorny bush. We didn't see her inside her pants. She's revealed as a dying witch, using threats and control over Alex's parents to force them to collect personal items from classmates. These items become the bait to lure the children into the basement where she fed on their life force to stay alive. When Justine and Archer enter the house, they're attacked by a bewitched Paul and James. Justine shoots both, but Gladys descends to watch as a spellbound Archer strangles her. Upstairs, Alex locks himself in his parents' bedroom. As the attackers try to break in, Alex uses hair from Gladys's wig to copy her magic, turning the bewitched children against her. They chase her through the neighborhood, finally tearing her apart and breaking the spell. Archer reunites with his son, Matthew, still catatonic. The narrator explains Alex went to live with a kinder aunt while his parents are institutionalized, and that some of the freed children have begun to speak again.
Oh, yeah. So original working ending was Archer carrying Matthew, say it again,
Matthew!
away, not realizing how catatonic Matthew is. Very bleak ending, and they jazzed it up a little bit with the implication that the children will recover over time.
Possibly.
But I like the idea that if you want just having your body controlled from the outside, who knows what it's like having her in your head, but having your body being controlled while you're probably still aware.
And having your life force leached off of you.
And being forced to stand for hours and only be given soup, and just the torment that must be going through all of those people, even more than we
saw WandaVision.
Yeah. Yeah, how bad was that? Like, those kids are not okay.
The kids are all right. Real quiet now. Hooray.
Don't have to tie them down.
Yeah. Don't have to tie them to the floor. I think that it's over the course of a month-ish.
Yep.
A month-ish. Having a can of soup a day, everyone should be very frail. Everyone should be very frail.
Yeah, they weren't thin enough.
And shitting through the eye of a needle.
Yeah, who's cleaning up the poop? Alex?
I'm
Is everyone
assuming.
wearing diapers?
I assuming no one.
You have to change all your classmates' diapers? That basement was not full of shit.
Unless the spell can clam up their elementary canals.
Then where's the soup going?
Just...
Oh, so maybe the energy that you get from food is just going straight into Gladys?
It is barely a can of soup, because also Alex is feeding them real sloppily.
Yeah.
They're not even getting the whole can.
You know what's so sad is you watch him get better at it. Over the
You do
course
watch-
of his
yeah.
perspective,
Well,
you see him do a better job of feeding them.
Something that I really enjoy, and also something that frustrates me wildly. I do enjoy that she's like, you got to feed your parents soup. Deal with it. You'll get more tomorrow. And then you have to go buy what is increasingly more and more amounts of soup.
More and more. Yeah.
So
that's all he knows how to do.
No one at the grocery store has been like,
this kid keeps buying dozens of cans of Campbell's.
a day. He's like, we have a problem.
What in the Andy Warhol's going on?
Yeah. Are you poor? This kid's buying so much soup, it's crazy, but also carrying all of it home himself. What the fuck is going on? Not a mandated reporter like a teacher or a principal would be, but still someone should be like, hey, Alex, you all right, buddy?
Well, I
Yeah.
guess it's
What's
kind
up?
of a running theme.
Someone should have threatened CPS long before Marcus did.
Yeah.
I think it's not an intentional theme, but it is one that kind of rises to the surface, is how little people are worried about children being abused.
Yeah.
They're only
No one in this
worried-
town gives a shit
well,
except
because
Justine.
even the parents of because we see the guy we end up finding out his son is the bully.
Matthew!
Yeah.
So this guy didn't realize what a shit his kid was, and
Most parents
and
don't.
it took all the children running away for anybody to be super involved.
If Matthew went missing, I'd be like, all right.
The only parents who ever know what bullies their kids are themselves monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, if you watch when Gladys says, there's soup in the cupboard, you'll get more tomorrow, and he spends trying to bang open that soup. After that, he only ever buys soup with a little pull can.
Ring pulls.
Yep.
Also, okay.
Well, I'm not fucking doing that again.
Okay.
Pull top.
I know I've already ragged on America for being bad at kissing and getting on escalators. Why are so many of your cans not ring pulls?
I don't
It is
get
crazy,
it.
yeah.
Every single can in Australia is a ring pull can.
Every single can should be.
Because it's a
Specifically, tuna.
it's a slight micro expense, and they'd rather pass that on to you.
Which is why I really like the Trader Joe's tuna as opposed to any other tuna, because their tuna cans are pull tops.
I haven't opened a can of tuna with a can opener until I moved here since the 80s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. They
Anyway.
should be pull tops.
I was thinking about how you can see influences that are not on purpose. Alex's whole part felt like a Roald Dahl story. He felt like James and the Giant Peach.
even with
Absolutely. No. Yeah, when Gladys was being mean to Alex, all I could think of was George's Marvelous Medicine.
yeah, it had this kid needs to become a Matilda.
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. I think, in watching it the times I have, the last time I watched it, I didn't sympathize with Alex. The first time I watched it, I was like, fuck this little kid.
Oh,
he
I
helped that bitch.
What choice did he have?
Yes.
He's also a child.
My ideas about Alex have grown and elaborated on my
Charles's
thoughts of a
Cobweb is
child.
just hating all children on spec.
Yeah. Gladys is amazing.
Fuck Gladys.
See? Look.
I'm going to Cobweb again. No, evil old women
Icon.
are not diva icon boots the house down hunty bitches. They're not.
Well, and that's the thing. This movie is showing that, oh, you love her? Do you love these bangs? Do you love this look? Well, look at her without her wig. Look at what she's doing to other people. She's making this guy's parents fork themselves in the face.
And all the gays are still like, yes, queen.
I fucking hate. That's of all the scenes in the film, I hated.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
That
hated
was
the fork
so
scene.
incredible because
Hated it.
That's the motivation that Alex has because one, he's a child. Two, he's a quiet child.
Yeah.
And three, his parents are stabbing themselves with forks, and that's when you see him get emotional.
Yes.
You understand why he.
I noticed the manipulation a lot more the second time around.
There's no option for him, especially as someone who has not have any lived experience. It's very, you know what? I'm now cobwebbing for Alex, but it's tough being a child who doesn't know that you can get away.
How did you not see it the first time around?
I was just like, oh, okay. I get the vindictiveness of being like, you want my classmames? Here they go.
Did you?
No problem.
No, okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. Did the child appear on screen and Charles just turned the other way? I'm not watching this scene. A child talking? No, thank you.
He found the extra button that actually makes you lean all the way flat in the seat, and I didn't know they could do that.
Don't.
AMC, beautiful ceilings. We come to this place for ceilings.
Reed, if you go to the reclining seats at the Kips Bay AMC, you will look at the fucking ceiling.
You'll lie flat.
You will nunite like that.
Yeah.
Oh no! Do they bring you a blanket and a little pillow
That's
and a
where we
bag?
saw,
Don't need one.
That's where we saw Sorry Baby because it was the only place I could find signature recliners for one Miss Christopher Downs.
I don't want to sit in club fucking rockers.
Me either. But because I wanted to see it so bad, I was like, I found recliners. We could only go to Kips Bay.
And
everywhere else would be club rockers. And we got there. Nap. Night. Bye.
Night.
Sorry. As soon as you say club rockers, I'm just like, party rockers in the house tonight. Everybody's gonna go and recline. No. I get like I saw a lot. I viewed Alex more as a helper when I watched it initially, and the second time I watched him more as a victim. Yeah, I saw it as from the beginning that he was being used, and he was a Renfield that didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
and had no choice.
Do I want to, Alex?
Oh, awful.
Do I want to, Alex?
I don't like that.
I love it.
And that's what I think made it so satisfying for me at the end when he turned it on her.
That was
because, like I said, one of the themes that I see is that most people don't pay attention to other people's, especially children's abuse.
Yeah.
And I would even say, I guess the teacher is the closest one who comes to like caring, but it always felt like it was more she wants, because Marcus said this to her. It's like, you need to think about what Alex needs, not what you need. And right now you need Alex to make you feel better.
Yep.
And that's why she's investigating. It's not because she cares. She
wants
she
the
cares
heat
about
off
Alex.
her. No, she wants the heat off of her.
And she does things like she wants to be a good teacher. She wants to be known as the fun teacher. I never got the vibe for her that she deeply cared about these children the way she wants people to believe.
I did when
deeply
Alex
cares.
goes missing and he's stealing all the name tags, and she's like, "Hey, why are you in here by yourself? Are you okay? No, don't run away. What's going on? Are you all right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you want to go play? Go play." I think she's a caring teacher. I think I think she's a caring teacher. I think she is not a great person.
Well, what I'm saying is that she didn't go and stake out his house because she was worried about him as much as she was doing it because she needed to find out what was going on so that people would stop treating her like a monster.
I think those motivations are equal.
And that's fair. I could see, I just thought that, I got the vibe, and this is cobwebbing, but I got the vibe of her, true criming it more than, a true crime fan more than caring about the person, especially since he told her to leave him alone.
That's when I think she turns going from, is Alex okay, to the fuck is going on in that house now, motherfuckers.
Yeah. And then it's like, she doesn't know what kind of like a beehive or wasp nest she's disturbing on top of his head.
Right.
Because he's the one that's dealing with it. His parents are, she just, sorry. But I think that's why it's so satisfying when he takes back control, because even Gladys made the mistake of not paying attention to the children. Mm-hmm. She didn't think of him as a threat because how could he be? He's just a fucking child.
Right.
He couldn't be, she's not even worried about showing him how the magic works. She's not teaching him. She just assumes he's not looking.
Yeah. He shouldn't be smart enough to figure this out.
There's a one tip for evil witches, because there's one common thread in every witch movie, and admittedly, I'm only thinking of one right now, and it's Hocus Pocus.
And Fairy Tale?
Every
Into the Woods.
evil witch, Into the Woods as well. Their comeuppance is underestimating the children.
Yeah.
So my tip to any evil witches out there is to be humble and pay attention.
Well, that's like Allison said this after we watched it, is that if Gladys had wanted to, and she wasn't, there's the times she's very short-sighted. I do believe that she's been around for a lot longer than we think she has. And I'm not even sure she's related to this family.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
But if Gladys had wanted to, she could have charmed the fucking pants off that entire town and fucking run it.
Yes.
She could have done full Salem's Lot.
She was very short-sighted in her goals when she really could have used that entire town, a la WandaVision,
Yeah,
to really
absolutely.
feed off the entire town and win everyone the fuck over.
Oh, here's a bit of trivia about Gladys that I read the other day, or read this morning, or heard this morning, or watched a TikTok. I can't remember which, but we're at 2 hours 30 and we've got to move on after this to get to the end of the movie. So Zach Krieger's...
Krieger?
Yeah, sure.
Krigor?
Told Amy Madigan, you can choose your backstory for Gladys.
Love when a character actor gets to do that.
Either she is a woman who, in dire straits, who turned to witchcraft because she was dying, or she's an alien who is trying to impersonate a person as best she can. You don't have to tell me which of these you choose. And she never did, and he doesn't know.
I hope so. I never want her to tell anyone.
Which I think that's great. I love that shit.
When we're talking about Alex's point of view, which again, we talked about my soup thing and whatever, this is the issue that I have, and it's something that was brought up to Zach, I saw after I had an issue with it, which is when we see Paul and James go into the house, that's at nighttime. And then when we switch to Alex's view the same day, he comes home from school with the soup and sees the cop car and is like, he should have seen that car when he left for school. That's my issue.
You're right. That one.
And Zach even was like, I put a bunch of stuff on a wall and tried to work it out time wise. It didn't all work out right. That's the one part. Alex should have seen the car, and I was like, I literally screamed at my phone. I knew it.
But the brilliance of this movie is that you're willing to overlook those things because it's such an engrossing film.
It is. Yeah. But that's one little issue I have.
But I do think that is why some of the divisiveness of audiences are, but I'm not going to, this is an overly generalization. This is an over generalization, but I think people who are fans of film, cinephiles, might dislike this movie more because of its ramshackle approach. Whereas if you're just there to have a good time, which we certainly are, it's like, fun.
And I think it's fun to talk about and fun to pick apart. And I don't do that with movies that are either too far up its ass because it's art.
Yeah.
And then when it's trying to be art, then I'm like,
Full agree.
Cool. And sometimes there's movies that are just so silly that you don't need to talk about them. But this one, I enjoy coming up with theories. I enjoy figuring out the characters because there's so much depth there. But it's like accidental camp.
Yeah. No, I think we're at a point now also because we see so many movies. And Charles, you and I, more than even Reed, because we will...
More than Allison.
We'll get our fucking A-list monies.
I will get my 4 movies a fucking week, goddammit.
And I see at least 3 a week. But now I think the sign of a good movie, you're absolutely right. You don't talk about movies that you don't like or that are just silly. Yep. We love talking about this. I think also when you want to go see it again.
Yeah.
Like
which is rare for me. I'm not a big see a movie again within at least a year of having seen it once.
Well, after we saw Eddington, I really thought that I was going to be like, well, I have to go see that again. And then immediately seeing Weapons not even a week or so later, I texted Allison and was like, Weapons is now my hyper-focus. I really thought it was going to be Eddington.
No, absolutely. Like, I really loved I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yep.
Not rushing to go see it again. But when I saw it together, I knew I was absolutely seeing it again. Yep. Weapons, I definitely want to see again. Fantastic Four, I can wait.
Sure.
Like, I think now when it's like, oh my God, I want to watch that again and see it from a different perspective, that is a sign of a excellent
knowing what's going to happen, looking for different shit while you're watching
Absolutely.
it. Oh, such a good time.
I'm already thinking I am going to see Weapons again because I want to see what I didn't see before and how knowing it's a different experience knowing what's going to happen. And I think it's important to see it with, and I don't usually care about spoilers, but if you can see it without spoilers, I think you would get something out of it that you can't get once you've been spoiled. But I still think it's worth
100%.
seeing.
We saw it that Friday, and Allison, to both of us, was like, I don't know how you both haven't been like seen everything about this movie because she had seen it a couple days earlier at the premiere or early screening or whatever.
I remember seeing that on
and
Instagram.
I was like, anytime that I see the logo or anything or a movie poster pop up on TikTok, I go, whoop, gone.
I did the same thing with Together. I went in completely blind. Well, The Roses doesn't come out until August 29, so our Monday movie night, we might be free to see Weapons again.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just really want to say right before we get into this.
Yep.
That I'm not sure that I spoke about it to you very much, but when I saw it with reading Allison, I think that this movie ends up being essentially a fairy tale, a very dark one. But there's parts of it that remind me. I'm conflating two fairy tales, The Pied Piper and Hansel and Gretel, into a very twisted kind of story. But I also think that there's another story that I can't remember where something very similar happens. And if I'm just conflating those two, maybe I am.
The Baba Yaga?
I was going to say there is a Baba Yaga to it. There's actually a graphic novel where...
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Maybe.
What happens in that?
Well, at least the graphic novel I'm thinking of, there's a story where a girl basically becomes an apprentice to the Baba Yaga, but more of like a house servant and learns magic by accident, though maybe being taught.
Yes.
Does she throw a comb and grow a forest?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I didn't read the graphic novel, but I read that as a story.
Yeah, it's to do with the Baba Yaga.
Maybe it could be a combination of all three then, because I knew I was missing something.
Because for me, I was getting a lot of Roald Dahl, and he is basically a kind of a horrible person, but his stories are very fairy tale like.
Nothing tops Matilda for me. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
and I don't want to sound in the same vein as a J.K. Rowling apologist, which you shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be.
But
because he's dead.
He's dead. Roald Dahl novels got me through my childhood.
Yeah.
And I know that people say that about Harry Potter, but so maybe I'm no better. But also, he's dead.
And he's dead, and he didn't do even close to the damage with his bad opinions
And
as
I
other
believe
people.
some of his shittier opinions he walked back later in life.
Yeah, so
Dahl didn't have Twitter.
Yeah,
he didn't have Twitter. If he had Twitter, it could have been much worse.
Yeah.
But I think it's amazing that you said Roald Dahl, considering I did think George's Marvelous Medicine, and
there's a James and the Giant Peach vibe to it. There's a Matilda.
Charles, you're absolutely right. It's fairy tale.
It's a fairy tale.
It's fairy tale.
Yeah.
Would Britney Spears survive in this fairy tale?
Yes.
Okay.
Recuse.
J'accuse.
Okay.
How does J'accuse work against recuse?
I don't know. That's
For would they die? It's challenge, but whatever. I don't know what the French word is for challenge.
Challenge.
doily.
He walked doily
down the street. Are you challenging me?
I just want to hear your reasoning.
Have you ever seen Britney Spears around her own children and how protective and feral she is around them?
Yeah, there's no way that they'd be...
She would be busting in that house, killing Gladys with knives.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, we've seen her with Dancing with Knives, so she would just spin her way in.
Dancing with Knives. Here at the living room.
And there's no way that Gladys is getting her hair.
Absolutely not. Actually, there's a really good chance you could, considering how often it's just been fallen out or ripped out. Have you ever seen? You probably haven't because you're not an insane Britney fan like I am. But when she's been in concert and it's been caught in something and just a track gets pulled out of her head.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
horrible.
sure it's wildly painful. But
and
she's a professional. She's
I was going to say she keeps dancing.
Would Leslie Ann Warren survive this movie?
Absolutely not.
Ooh, okay.
Iconic character women get ripped to shreds in this film.
Get half of her head ripped in half. Yeah.
And we didn't really go into it, but God, what a great moment.
Which also, by the way, those kids, all of them now, pass. You get a pass. Violent children ripping an old woman apart. Love all of you, even Matthew.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he can go fuck himself.
Sorry, but yeah, iconic divas not making it.
R.I.P.
Would Kylie Minogue survive?
Yes.
Okay. Chalon.
Wait, it's actually
challenge that.
It's funny. What about two words so far in French that we know?
J'accuse
and
doily.
No, the other one. Recuse.
Read cues.
La récusation. La récusation.
That's challenge in French. La récusation.
That's all of our words put together.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
La
I forgot my...
récusation.
Make that a button.
Récusation.
Récusation.
Great, you're nailing it.
Yep. Anyway. Ask again.
Kylie would, because vivacious blonde women that make me scream with delight when I see them, survive in this movie.
Oh, there you go.
Is Kylie Minogue playing Donna?
Yep.
That would be great.
Yep.
Love it.
You ready for your randomly generated diva for this week?
Yes, please.
I'm not even sure that Reed knows who she is.
Ooh.
Might not. We'll see.
Would Ariana Madix survive in this film universe?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think, but the name sounds familiar. At least the first part.
Vanderpump Rules, host of Love Island USA.
The star of Scandival?
Also, one time...
Of Scandal?
Scandival.
Scandival.
I was going to say...
That's Kerry Washington. We've done her already.
Okay.
I
was like, yeah, that didn't sound right.
Played Roxy Hart in Chicago.
In her Broadway debut?
The
answer is yes. The answer is a hard yes.
The answer is a hard yes.
Yeah, she would survive because I don't know who she is.
Yep.
Because she's an even tougher broad than Justine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And tinier.
And tinier.
From what I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you imagine Ariana Madix running through a convenience store screaming, well, fucking help me!
Get out of my store. Well, fucking help me!
Yeah.
Great line. Patreons and emails.
Yay.
I like the way that you are always taken by surprise.
I'm just having a good time vibing.
Just vibing.
Yeah. Listening to myself. Sometimes you guys.
You're lucky I lack the energy to reach over and press the button right now.
Ask me again.
Okay. Patreons and emails.
I have 2 Patreons and 1 email.
Oh, wow.
Hit us up.
The first Patreon would be an upgrade by Professor Chaos.
Oh, Professor Chaos.
Thank you so much.
Who has gone from, it looks like a yearly CGI bat to a yearly survivor.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah. We also have a new Patreon.
Oh my God.
At a yearly CGI bat.
CGI bat. CGI bat.
And then I believe, wait,
who is it?
Gub Gub.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Gub Gub.
Gub Gub just became a member.
Gub Gub.
Gub Gub.
Welcome, Gub Gub.
To the club.
Well,
Oh.
hit him in the face.
Hit him in the face
Hit
right
him in
now.
the face. Hit him in the face right now. Hit him in the face.
Hit him in the face right now.
We have a new song.
Up in the club with the Gub Gub. We all fam.
Our email is also from Gub Gub.
Sorry, I love this thing.
Subject line.
It's giving Rita Chub Chub.
This is a long and parentheses very dirty one. Buckle in. They're emojis.
All right.
Do you see the emojis?
Okay.
Oh, I do. I can see them from here.
Oh my God. Heads up, Gub Gub. We're at 2 hours 42. So Charles better read fast.
Hi, I'm Gublin. He, him. Husband to friend of the show, Allie. They, them.
Hey!
Which I state as my credentials. So, check emoji. In addition to following your current episodes, I'm making my way backwards through the archive, and this week I got to the bonus mini episodes in the CNC only era of November 2019. Covering American Horror Story 1984.
Jesus, our second year of the podcast.
This email is therefore really only addressed to Charles and Christopher, but don't worry, Reed, I appreciate you too. Well, I mean, if your husband of the show to Allie Gublin, taking you a real long time to listen. I'm just going to say that right in the middle here. In the middle, in one of these mini episodes, I'll remind you of the details for context. Christopher posed the question, if you could shit out a snack, what would it be?
Why didn't we save that for our preamble question?
We could be the question next week. We can redo this.
I don't remember ever being that creative. It's wonderful.
He settled on shitting Skittles for size and shape as well as edibility.
I was creative and I was smart.
Charles then posited that he could do this while getting rimmed. Just pop them right into your partner's mouth. Which Christopher heartily rejected because more or less eating Skittles requires eating Skittles requires an aggressive chewing motion. I don't want his mouth occupied with that while he's rimming me, end quote.
Instead, it should
I
have been
stand by this.
Which, fair enough. My
Hang on. What?
I guess that's better than feces pieces.
I regret clearing the floor for you to interject with that. From now on, I shall continue to talk over the top of you.
Because it rhymes with Reese's Pieces?
It doesn't.
Hooray! Yay, Reed! Yay, Reed! Yay, Reed!
Go home and wash your mouth out, you dirty bitch!
It's full of Skittles.
It's full of shit Skittles. Shittles?
Shittles. Taste the asshole.
My contribution is Why not save the Skittles for a post-rimming reward after they've done a good job? And then they can chow down on your ass snacks while you suck their dick or pass out or whatever. Mm-hmm. Cupcake emoji.
I also got a cupcake? Amazing.
My actual response to this BuzzFeed quiz sounding question came to me as I was making the thing in question this evening. I would shit brigadeiros as a snack. Brigadeiro is a Brazilian sweet goblin. I'm very familiar with brigadeiros. With the fascinating Wikipedia page, by the way, that's like a soft little fudge ball covered in sprinkles.
That's what a shit. Oh, never mind.
Very passable, very tasty. One problem, looks almost exactly like a turd. It's not wrong.
Just not wrong.
Except for the Skittles.
Hold.
Sprinkles.
Hold. Let me tell me if this is correct. Brigadeiro recipe combines hot condensed milk, cocoa, and butter.
Yep.
I'm rock hard.
Wait, have I never had you try one of those before?
No.
I never had any before I married Marcelo. Well, dated Marcelo. They are the most delicious thing in the entire world. There used to be a place in Columbus Circle, that little food area that sold them. I can get my hands on one for you.
Please
Sounds
do.
amazing.
But also, no, I would eat the tongue of a shoe if it had condensed milk on it.
Yeah. My sister, Bruce,
Yes.
her and my nieces and nephews made a shitload of them and sent them to us for Christmas. And then they did not last in the house very long.
As my great-grandfather used to say, yum yum chook's bum, you can't have none.
Yes, I will get you some brigadeiros, Christopher.
Showing Reed.
Ooh,
There's
lovely.
There's a Brazilian cafe down in the West Village. I'll grab you some before I go to work one day.
Also, can I make these?
Yeah, they're really easy to make. Fuck yeah. Anyway, one problem is looks exactly like a turd, which opens up the question of, do I still also poop regular in addition to snacks? And can I easily distinguish between the two before trying to eat it? And I started to get distressed. And then I remembered, oh wait, I'm trans. I can just imagine expelling brigadeiros from my vulva instead. Which, more akin to the chicken laying eggs than got us here in the first place. Anyway, problem solved. Checkmate, cis men. Not you, Reed.
Loophole. Literally hole. Loophole. Yep. That is an amazing loophole.
Anyway, I think you could tell the difference between poop and brigadeiros because of the sprinkles.
Well, one would hope.
Unless you're eating a lot of sprinkles that aren't being digested. Anyway, how I died this week, overdose on vulvadeiros.
Nice.
Fun fact, I'm the least chaotic one in my polycule. Anyway, love your show. Keep being monsters. Cheers, Goblin. P.S. Since I also just signed up for your Patreon, by this point, I hope you have all already sung CGI Bat at me. You want a second?
Yeah.
CGI Bat. CGI Bat.
2 hours, 48. Gub gub.
And I probably squealed, but who knows how timing works out. It might have shown up as Gub Gub. It did Gub Gub.
It did Gub Gub.
Or Gublin.
Okay.
However, I'm going to go with Gub Gub. I like Gub Gub.
Change approved. Gub Gub.
PPS.
Yep.
We decided Allie wouldn't read this email before I sent it, so hopefully they just heard all that filth for the first time in Charles's voice. You're welcome. Love you, government husband. Kissy face emoji, unicorn emoji, devil face emoji. But there's also unicorns and devil faces, and I believe a cat I missed, a dick, an eggplant, and a peach.
I really got distracted by looking up brigadeiros.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't had any yet.
I can't believe you have never given me a chocolate-flavored ball made of condensed fucking milk.
And butter.
And all I'm thinking about is a snack cloaca.
Snack cloaca.
Close knocker.
Close knocker? Yeah, you're right. You got it.
You can find everything you need for this podcast, except snack holes, on dirtylhorrorpod.com. You can also find Charles on social media at Charles Rockhill.
ROCKHILL.
I'm going to cut that out to spite you.
ROCKHILL.
Thank you. You can find Reed at Reed Black Comics.
On Instagram, where I just post memes to my friends.
And you can find me on TikTok at Chrysopotamia, where I don't make enough TikToks, apparently. This has been Dirty Little Horror. Until next week.
Try not to die.